Hey everyone, how's it going? Hold on a second. It wanted to act funny. I couldn't shut off the other. How's everyone going?
You get out of bed.
Sorry I'm late. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that. So anyway, I just got done with the doctor and I just have been on texting back and forth with Graham. Apparently his hospital is actually worse than the one I'm going through. Same nonsense, so it's pretty rare. S. Graham is putting up with the nutritionist that seems to think orange juice and grapes are a good thing to give you when you have high blood pressure. I mean, high sugar levels. Um, wow. So he's going through a lot of the stuff I am. Hopefully, it's not going through the stuff that caused me to have to call the state in, but it sounds like they're pretty incompetent. Anyway, I forgot to call and let KY know at what time I was going live, so I don't think he knows we have a show. Um, Damn. Well, like I said, please put your prayers out for my brother S. Graham. He's putting up with a lot of shit, like I said, I have. Um, Viva Vets, of course, again, has released their PayPal. You guys can actually now use a corporate bank account, which is paypal.me/V for Vets. So we're set for that. I'm going to put the link out because, like I said, I messed up. I didn't give Bell nor KY the idea we were going to go live. And so if anyone wants to come up, because I don't see any comments yet, but I know you're in the room. Again, there's really no major topic today other than just coming on live and giving her updates on our channel. I think we right now have an official total of 376 toward our 500, which is really good. It's really good for us. So we're shooting for the 500, of course. Oh, actually, it's 377. Once we get our 500, we can open up our community page and be able to give you guys all the updates out. So, anyway, dang, I am going to text Bell, see if he'll come in. Yep, that's all I'm going to type. So, how's everyone else doing today? Becky, oh my goodness, haven't seen you in a second. How's the doggy doing? How's your doggy? My doggy, I just got a little while ago, got her groomed and had her all the stuff needed to be done because she has bad arthritis in her spinal cord. You know, we take very good care of her, and fingernails can actually, or fingernails, the claws can actually cause them problems when they're too big because then they kind of push off at a different angle. So I'm lucky to say that was taken care of. So at least I know my doggy's all right now. The fact that she may be by herself it wasn't a good thing. Kind of panicked there for a while. I was worrying about her getting um you know getting sick. um However, I have somebody watching. Hopefully, if not, my roommate seems to be getting better, so I'm not so much worried about her right now, which is a good thing because there's not a whole lot I can do about it right now, to be honest with you people. If I don't find if my roommate doesn't get better with the solutions they've come up with, she's gonna be all by herself. Oh, look at that! She had two videos. Have you watched it? No, Becky. Yes, to be honest with you, I've been going through some shit in the hospital, and they have to send the state down to talk to me. It got pretty bad, and that's what I said. My brother S. Graham was going through. So, if y'all know Graham and you've texted him before, text him now. Say hello to him. Because, like I said, I know exactly what he's going through. He can't get out of bed. He's stuck in this fucking place. And he has to put up with nurses that don't give a flying fuck. And the ones that do are usually they're not there 24/7. So you get idiot nutritionists. Now, I don't understand the concept of a fucking nutritionist when I'm no more than them. But I mean, this boils down to common fucking sense. Grapes are one of the worst things you can give a diabetic. Orange juice is one of the worst things you can give a diabetic. The first thing people reach for. I mean, this is ridiculous. I understand when you run into a neighbor and they, oh my God, his levels are dropping. They turn around and hand him chocolate or candies. Or your candies. Candy that takes 2 hours to dissolve, the fucker will be dead by then. So if you have like a major emergency, then you whip out the fucking orange juice and then give it to him because that's the extreme last thing to do. See, the human body wasn't meant to go from, I don't know, fucking 60, 55, all the way back up to 200 and something. It blows out the fucking eyes. I mean, the blood veins in the eyes swell up and give you glaucoma and everything else. But in reality, you're just beating the shit out of a diabetic by giving them orange juice. It's like this place. I told them, do you idiots have glucose pills? I mean, you're a rehab center, so you know these people are diabetic. So why wouldn't you have glucose pills around? Sugar pills. Sugar pills are designed as a fast-acting, slow-releasing type of medicine where you pop the pill in your mouth. It stabilizes your levels at a reasonable rate and then raises them slowly. That way you don't blow out your eyeballs or something when you use it. Well, yeah, like I said, it's the last ditch effort. Back in the day, Becky, your mom was around. The only thing you could get is that candy called Lifesavers, which is exactly what it was made for. It was the first diabetic sugar pill. That's what the doctors handed out. And then all the family members would start eating the shit. And they turned it into a candy. But they kept the name Lifesaver. So, yeah, all I would say is glucose pills are very cheap. Not like back about 20 years ago when I had to have them around. They came in like like a Lifesavers pack, and now they come 60 in little pills, fast acting pills. You get them for under $20. You pop them, and poof, there it is. All right. So anyway, they're putting grams through the orange juice. Great thing. The same thing. I mean, if you want to find out if these people know what they're doing the first day you walk in, if you're going to be in a home, ask them, how many grapes should a diabetic have? Or my favorite question to ask them is, you have a Diet Coke? Glucose tablets, that's what they did them back that day. Shit, I don't remember them. But you have a Coke in front of you and a Diet Coke in a glass. Which one of them is better, if any? Now, if they answer, well, I give them the Diet Coke, then right away you know they're an idiot. Diet Cokes are actually worse than regular Cokes. No, the correct answer should be neither. But if you had to pick one or the other, it would be a regular Coke. Because diabetic Cokes were, like I said, when they first came out, they weren't made to help you out from sugar. They were meant to save the Coke and Pepsi industries from losing sales. So like I said, hold on 1 second, guys. This is the doctor. I gotta meet you. Don't go anywhere. I am back. They just wanted to give me my heparin. So no big deal. It's like, God, I hate that. I take so much medicine in the course of a day. It's not even funny. I don't really, Anyway, so the update on that is, like I said, they have stopped giving me two things. One is a probiotic pill, and so I have to buy that myself. They're not supplying it. But see, the problem is without that, I'm getting sick, and they know this. So now they come in the morning. See, I'm one of those people that know the pills they take. Know how many I have and basically which ones are which. And then I don't see the probiotic, and I'm told by the dispensing nurse or the RN that there's no order for me to have them. So I'm just gonna have to go online and order them. I mean, that's just no, but you know what? If there's short videos and you have a link, Becky, pop that thing on in, I'll play it for you guys. I'll put it on while we're waiting for KY to get here. I'm not quite sure when he's going to pop in. But that's the update on Graham, and the update on V for Vets now, of course, is we have our business PayPal and our banking account now, which is both business. So if you do send a check like someone has done for us, you take that check and you write it out. You can write it out to V for Vets because that is an actual business bank account. So it's all set up that way. But our PayPal for V for Vets, which by the way is also I'm sorry guys, is completely tax deductible. V for Vets. Okay. Damn, sorry guys. Now, hold on for 1 second, guys. I'm gonna put it up there in a row. It's very small. Thank you. Oh damn! Called my head off. Here it is. And of course, it's not responding. Why would it? Anyway, on the bottom, you'll see it right there. And like I said, if you put your link up, is that the right one? Is that the right? Yeah, .me/V for Vets. And like I said, everything you put in there is completely tax deductible. We are currently doing a fundraiser. Well, not a fundraiser, but a canned food. If you can't, which I totally understand that mailing it's a bit of a bitch, but now we got PayPal. You can go on to Amazon, purchase it, send it that way, and then you can deduct that money. That's a tax write-off. So hopefully someone out there needs tax write-off. Really wish I could find the canned food thing. I'm sorry about that. Unreal. Wow, it's gone. Okay. Anyway, I had the canned food thing up there, but now it's gone. I don't know what happened to it. Just annoying as hell. I don't know how this stuff just disappears, but anyway. Here it is right here for another way to put it up. It's like this. Right there. Now, if I can do this and edit it. Come on. Oh, anyway, so the canned food drive will allow us to be able to put the packs together we're going to do. And we are working on, of course, the this little Jifty item, which I'm trying to make sure. The problem I'm having here, guys, is my computer seems to be acting up. It's locking in and it's deleting things off there. So every time I go to try to put something up, it seems to want to log it off.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, good. Jesus Christ, dude. I have no idea what the going on with this thing. It keeps erasing all the stuff I'm doing. Literally switches over, does this little thing, and I'm stuck with no way of.
Sounds like a wife.
sound sound really is annoying, dude. I got to redo it. Like I said, I'm going to attach the PayPal to the back of the canned food drive logo. And then, like I say, if you go to Amazon, you can buy the canned foods and send them over. Cheapest canned food possible, guys. No need, unless of course you have plenty of money. You want to spend a couple dollars on each can. 99-cent store type cans work perfect. We're just trying to get basic food for them and vegetables, and then we can add a heater to it so that they can heat the food up. But most of your canned foods you can get out there now are already pre-cooked, so you can actually cook them up. You don't have to cook them up. You can eat them straight out of the can.
Just heat them a
So
little bit.
yeah, exactly. And the little burners we're going to be making, which I'm going to show you, they kind of look like this.
Well, they're not really burners. It's solar heaters is what they are, people.
Well,
Solar
yeah,
stoves.
solar
Solar
heaters.
stoves.
I don't know what.
They don't burn. No gas, no fuel, no electric, no.
Wow. Okay. Well, they're basically one of these things right here. The one we actually think that we'll be making is a really wow. KY, it erased the video off. Literally, I'm just having all kind of luck. All kind of luck. All right, so I now know what's going on. So anyway, like I said, I'm not having a good day. My computer seems to want to play stupid and erase everything that I.
We are going to discuss about solar cooker and its next one.
Oh, okay.
Solar cooker is a device which uses sunlight directly to cook food without using any conventional fuel. There are two kinds. One is box type for heat transfer and is parabolic type. It converts
So
the
it's
Unbelievable.
point.
so
It's
just
Box type, the heat gets reflected by reflector.
oh god, KY, this is insanely annoying.
I
All
know
right.
that you watch middle of sharing a video and then suddenly it disappears.
Yeah, it's like what's. But anyway, I'm going to play just a little so you guys can get an idea how this
About
works.
a solar cooker and you'll make one at home. A solar cooker is a device which uses sunlight directly to cook food without using any conventional fuel. There are two kinds. One is box type or heat trap type, another is parabolic type. It converts the heat to a single point. In a box type, the heat gets reflected by reflector into a box and then get trapped by the top glass like a greenhouse effect and heat up the cooking utensils. In a parabolic type, the heat get converts to a single point where the cooking utensils are kept. It gets heated up and cook the food. We are going to make a box type. For this, you need a small box like this. Then you need a thermocol about 1 inch thick. Glue this.
Now, that's it. So the cost of these things to make is not that expensive. Your most expensive part of this is going to be a glass about the size of what you're looking at. He's holding in his hand right now. That is going to be the most expensive part of making this
this
thing.
type.
So,
For this type.
huh?
For this
I can
type.
hear you. For that type, right?
For this
That's
type,
one of the
yes.
cheapest. That's one of the cheapest ones I have found to make. The other ones require metal. They actually require drilling and stuff, but this one is pretty easy to make, pretty easy to assemble, and all you need at the very end of this is to put the glass on. And then what happens is it will heat up the items you put into that little glass cup in the bottom or whatever, like a can of soup. And from there, it will go on and work. It will do what it needs to do, and it'll heat up their food. And like I said, you can have a little teeny which I there's the other thing. They're a few dollars each. Might not put them in there, but temperature guides to let you know when they reach a certain temperature that you can throw the food in there. You know. So we are taking donations of canned food and donations toward the actual purchasing of the small glass. And if we have enough money, we'll get the little temperature thing so we know what they can see what the heat inside is. But the idea is, chances are, if they leave it outside, because we're going the cheaper route to make them and not using metal, then we'll have to remake it for them. But the glass will be fine, but the rest of the box could get ruined. So we're figuring maybe put some plastic around the box on the outside. But see, the problem with doing that is if it heats up and starts melting, it could set it on fire. So really, what it is it comes down to we got to make the cheapest one we can possible so that they lose it. It's not a big deal, because we don't want to spend necessarily $30, $40 on buying one and then turning around having them either get stolen or broke.
Or reset and throw them away.
Right. And so I have to retype this. Just give me Boy, if you can keep them occupied for just a second, because every time I try to leave this, it deletes itself. Yeah, and I have to retype it, which is becoming incredibly annoying. Oh my god. I can't believe this stuff is erased. Part of all the stuff I typed in is being erased. But however, that's the way it works. So the idea is you would talk at this point. I don't think they can read your minds. Okay. Anyway,
Who,
so
me?
yeah, so we're down to 3 now because you won't talk. I intend to find out exactly how much each one of these will make. We're not going to make one for every person we give a box of canned food.
Oh,
for.
hell no.
No, the idea is this is exclusively for vets. And we'll be finding their encampments, then we will give 1 or 2 of these things to that
And they'll share
encampment.
them, like
Right.
good buddies do.
Oh, because they're more. And why? And people ask me, would it make a difference? Yeah, it does. I believe that V for vets are a lot more.
Organized.
They're more organized. Less chance of having fires and stuff, whereas the homeless encampments, which you have been to, a lot of trash around. Some of them are not, really in the right mind. They're a little bit high or whatever. And next thing you know, they put these things on. They drop a piece of paper down there, not paying attention. They leave them out. It gets destroyed. We at V for Vets help the homeless, and we'll plan to give them out personal hygiene items. But what we don't want to do is contribute to them burning down businesses and stuff by having an item that actually could start a fire. And that's just the reality of the situation. That is dangerous. So, given the vets that we've seen in these encampments are a little more reasonable, and of course, before we just willy-nilly pass those out, we will be making sure that the person we give them to is more responsible, and which we have found just about in every single camp we've gone to.
Yes, alcohol stoves, but they really frown on those because, of course, if they knock it over in dry California, then you have a fire, and that really gets frowned on. That's the reason we're trying to get away from anything that uses the alcohol or gasoline or any kind of burnable, because that's what they're afraid of, is knocking things over. If they get high or they fall asleep or they forget and leave it unattended and knock it over, now you've got alcohol all over the place, get on fire, everything they own gets burned up, and a fire gets started. So that's why we're trying to avoid open flame.
Which is there's nothing wrong with that.
No. If they're
We have
responsible.
right. We have certain things we do specifically for the vets. One will be the canned food drive. The other will be the clothes drive, and the medical. And medical is going to be for actually both. But we'll go out in Arizona and get all those jackets and backpacks and stuff, and the other stuff that we were told would be donated to. Of course, those are the ones we want to use on the vets. Like I said, we are a vet, but we also do the homeless. Yeah, I'm almost done. Yeah, I'm done. All right. Can't believe that. There we go. There's our canned food drive. And I actually got it right this time, KY. Yeah, no, it only took me 3 times. First I wrote it and I did the wrong number. It was 16005 when it's 16055. And then
you did 100.
Right. Then I modified that and I messed up the zip code.
Yep. You forgot the 2.
Yeah, I went 90504 instead of 92504. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, now you got it wrong again.
Oh, Jesus, really? Here it comes. It takes about 10 minutes to scroll through.
Look at the zip code.
I gotta double check.
92505.
It might be 92505. I gotta
No,
check.
I don't think so. It's 92504. I'm pretty sure.
Is it? Of course, the only place I have the address is so far away I have to damn near break my.
92504.
All right.
9550 is zip plus 4. I got that memorized, but I've sent you enough stuff.
Shit. It is what it is. I'm gonna fix it. So that'd be the third straight time in a row. I've only had it right once.
Goodbye. Get out of here.
Notice that's the one that gets erased. The one I actually had it. You know. Where is it?
Except some clothes blow up. It's a fire hazard.
See, but that's the truth, though.
It is.
That's the only reason we really can't do that is because we don't want to start a fire. Well, of course, I got a call. I got a call from Stevie Malmal today.
Uh-oh.
I was with the doctor. I didn't get to get back to him about 3 or something. I typed them. I was still with them because they came in to do the pallet and they have to do another pallet. I don't know. Not very good. All right, let me look through here. Fuck DSA. Look, fuck DSS. Thank you for coming in, brother. Welcome to the show. Yeah, it is. And the wonderful thing about it is by providing them to the community, the veterans community, and giving them 8 cans of food or whatever, then they can feed themselves for almost half a week, or at least they'll have food for a solid week. I'm not necessarily feed them all, but they would have their own source of food, which again is a really good thing.
And just like when you're out in the field, you get your MRE. Everybody's got a box of food. I don't like. I can't. Oh no. Then the other guy says, "Hey, I want some of this. I don't like this." You swap.
Exactly. No, I mean they can combine their stuff, people. There's nothing wrong with that. But not it's not. There's nothing really to worry about with it by combining their food in the camp. Man, then of course, then we'll be doing the bandage fundraiser. We need certain types of wraps, and that's it. About I think it's 5 items we need to go out there and wrap them. But then of course there's a disinfectant spray, and at that point, first responders, what they would do, and then of course if Shannon will be going out with me, make sure I'm able to get that certificate. And then I can turn around and go out there and do at least basic, triage to these people that are out there.
For my and scrape.
Right. We're not if Shannon if they have something more major, we'll be able to wrap it up and send them. They'll have to go to the emergency room, but
point them in the right direction.
Exactly.
For them to go.
Yeah, we're not gonna. We can't make them go or drive them down, but we can at least tell them, we can't do state. Because of the worry of mine is the same thing that happened to me. Because apparently, if I can go down there and get it, and I don't live there, then we want to try to make sure these vets don't actually get it themselves. So. Yeah, exactly. Like DSS. Now, here's an update on my my hospital situation. I get a call from the first guy that was actually in the hospital with me. His name was Bill. He got raced to the emergency room because of what they did to him.
You know what it was?
What?
The hospital thought his name was Kill Bill.
Kill Bill. Well, they did a good job. They damn near did it. It actually messed. They screwed him up so bad because of the throwing up and the diarrhea that it affected his heart maker and our heart pacer. And
Are you trying to say pacemaker?
Pacemaker. So his daughter calls me today. He's coming back here.
Oh,
Yeah, no kidding. Because
must
they
have
would not.
affected his brain too.
No, actually, she was telling me that his insurance won't cover the other ones. Now, this particular hospital actually works out. I was told by my nurse that they were able to keep you here longer and stuff. I don't know how they do it, but the service actually, you get what you paid for. Is pretty well what's going on. While you can stay here longer, which I needed to do, and there definitely are some very good people working here, the nonsense that they pulled on me the other night, is just ridiculous. Now, Bill apparently had stuff done to him, but they're on the way back. So she wanted to request that Bill stay in my room because she wants me to basically cover him when he's in here because she's afraid. She lives out of, she's not from California. I don't remember where she's from, but it's not here. She's a wine tester. She holds wine parties and stuff for a company.
Wine tester.
Yeah, dude, it's not even funny how much she makes. She drives around expensive cars just because she has wine testing shows. Now, I want to be a wine tester.
Yeah, you said you don't like to hear yourself talk, though.
Yeah. No, this is the most insane thing, people. I'm doing a show earlier today, and we're getting ready to wrap it up. I've been on for a while, and the new roommate's girlfriend comes in, her wife, sorry. She starts yelling at the nurses and stuff. They need to get in her and give her some medicine because she's sick. Remember,
Pain medicine. Pain medicine.
Pain medicine shit. She's a guest, and she's telling me I talk too much and shut up while I was live. Yeah, Bill was there. Bill was like, what the fuck? And I told her finally I just couldn't take it more. And I'm trying to be nice. I tell her, ma'am, let me explain something to you. I'm a patient here. This is my room. You don't have the right to say anything to me, and let alone pull the nurses away from me when I hit the button. I said, maybe your husband could, but you're just a guest. Her husband's like going, no, honey, don't. It's all right. Just settle down. So it's like KY said, you know who wears the pants in that family?
Yeah. He does, because she told him he could.
Exactly. You don't have to wear the skirt today, honey. You put on a pair of pants. Now, I was, we had Constitution water here the other day. And he made a little wind turbine. I'm going to see how much it costs to make that. I'm sure. I think your biggest cost on that is going to be the metal rod that holds the spinning devices, and then of course
No, actually, the price of wood gone up so much.
Oh hell, I forgot about that.
Little wood slats for the vanes would be the.
Those would be really. I don't know what you can make big enough for one of them to, but then of course it wouldn't do them really any good, would it? Because you'd still need to get the converter to 110.
Right.
Yeah.
If that's what they wanted. Yeah. If that's what they wanted.
Well, let's say they wanted to have a little bit of light going. They wanted to generate something with the light on it.
Well, then you just need 12-volt IEDs. Real simple, bud.
Well, I just have to look it up.
And you skip the inverter. You don't skip the inverter. You don't need an inverter. 12-volt lights is all kinds of 12-volt bulbs out there. They wouldn't have to.
You're right. They wouldn't. I could build that easily enough. But those wouldn't be something we hand out a lot either.
Nope.
We'd probably give the guy in charge of the camp or whatever one of those so they could have some electricity.
But they have to be careful with light, because as the police are driving around, they see light out in the middle of a field or behind a place that gives away their position.
Yeah, which is sad. Keeping all that in mind, it was more like I said, well-established camps hopefully wouldn't have that problem. And I don't know. I like I said, we'd have to talk to him, but
Situation by situation.
right,
Situational awareness, people.
yeah, because when we first went out, we weren't spending any time thinking about things like that. We had no idea that they would be, we'd be doxing them and causing them harm. We didn't know any of that when those one guys kept shooting pellets at us, and Ice and them were just hopping over the fence. Well, they're
Yes. No matter how well situated they are, there's always room for improvement. A toilet, a shower, waste receptacle, heating source, whatever. Yeah, every camp could always use some kind of improvement to what they currently have, or an
Yeah,
addition to what they currently have for resources.
they didn't have a shower. He told me that they were working on that. But remember the video when we went out and we showed the bathroom they made?
Yes.
And they had a bucket for with a hose attached to the bottom that went down into a drainage ditch, into a little sewer system down there, and so that none of it built up in their camp. As for number two, they would take that and put it in receptacles by using the plastic bags, which, by the way, no longer exist. So, they had to make their own little, whatever bucket, and they would go into one of the local places that had a restroom, and they'd allowed to go in there and dispose of it. But any ideas like that would have to be with the, premise that there would be no place for them to access a bathroom. So you would want some kind of, and they're out there, but what would be the cheapest? I don't know, but these would be sanitary disposal bags. And I use them for the machines that you throw diapers and stuff away. So you just simply, the bag seals and then throw it into it, throw it away. And then, of course, in each of the cans, food we give away is we'd include a P36, which is a can opener.
P38.
Never get that right. And then plastic spoons and stuff to go in these boxes. So
it's just the same as the twin engine fighter of World War II, P38. Easiest way to think about it is P38 fighter.
There you go.
Fight for you to get your food.
There you go. But remember what we can do also when we go out there is basic education on survival stuff, which I've been looking up and reading and stuff. How to open a can with no can opener, for example. It's actually not that hard to do.
You find your battle buddy. Make sure he has his hard head.
Smash him upside the head.
Smash him upside the head 4 or 5 times. The can will open.
Yeah, I watched that video,
Yep.
Real simple. You just rub it really hard against a concrete surface, and the can that will eventually pop off. And there's another one where it's a little bit harder, but he runs around the outside of it until the can pops up. I don't like that one. The last one we were looking at.
Again, depending on your resources.
Well, yeah, where you are. Like I said, curbs would be everywhere. Sidewalk would pretty be much everywhere. But if you're out in the middle of the, like
a field or
field or something,
wooded area, yeah, not so much so.
So you could use rock, but then the last one he did was he took a standard thing and popped the hole, went an inch, popped the hole until he could wedge something under it and bend it back. I don't like that because you can cut shit out of yourself.
Right.
But like I said, it's all survival. watched another what I call camp. They call the campfires. Different ways you can build a campfire. Just literally the. God, I need a drink, KY.
Me too. I told you your throat sounded scratchy last time I talked to you.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing, KY. All I drink is ice water, which is probably doing it. That's about all I got is ice water. I mean, I would love to have a soda.
Yeah, there goes your sugar level.
Sugar levels wouldn't be affected as much by them as what they give me. I mean, let's go for this way. They come in, they measure my sugar levels at 125.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. But then after dinner, it was 225 or 230. So it's like, what? Yeah, because all they, like I said, they give you juice. They give you grapes. They give you, it's ridiculous. The food they give you. I'm supposed to be on the diabetic diet, but I'm sitting here.
If that's the case, no grapes.
No, I haven't had yet. I told them I don't want grapes. None. Because they were bringing cups of grapes out. But then I'm listening to Graham text me. He's telling me all about how they're giving him orange juice and grapes and juice at almost every meal. And so he hasn't been eating all that well.
Yeah, hello people. I'm diabetic. No grapes, no orange juice.
So he was saying the same fucking thing, dude. Their dietitians or whatever they are complete fucking idiots. And I test them when they come in. I ask them, and I automatically. They're just I don't get it. I don't get how that profession is set up. It was an add-on profession. It used to be the doctors would have to be basic dietitians, but no, they assign it to another person, and they make good money. Dietitians make really good money. And then they'll come in and you just ask them 3 basic questions. How many grapes can I have? If they say anything over 4 because they're so bad for you, they have no idea what they're talking about. If you ask them if there's a Coke or a Diet Coke or, what else would you give them? Which one would you give them? They're supposed to say no, neither. But if I was forced to, the regular one, because the dietary one fucks you even harder. Stops the burning.
The diet sodas increase your insulin
well, they stop the burning of fat, which increases
right,
the amount.
Right.
It keeps the sugar in you, so that jacks up. Plus, they're poisonous. It's just ridiculous. So if they don't know this stuff, then how they?
I'm sorry. The word I was looking for was resistance. Diet sodas increase your insulin resistance and therefore make you more diabetic.
Right, and actually don't allow you to burn shit. I mean, it's fucking stupid. The drinks were not made to help you. They were Coca-Cola and them were losing money because people were
deciding to line their pocket. That's all.
Exactly. Nighthawk, you should come up and do your flapping and then go down. Yeah, so that's the deal with the Diet Coke. They don't help you one bit. So you ask the grapes, you ask the Coke, and then, honestly, other things I talked to them about, but usually none of them pass that. None of them tell you, well, you shouldn't drink, diets or regulars, and you shouldn't eat grapes. But same thing's going on with Graham. They're giving him both of those things. They give him buttloads of grapes because it's the easiest thing to give to keep your throat moist because of the pills they're giving you, which dry your throat out. It's just fucking ridiculous, isn't it? But these people are paid good money. What's the point of having one? Oh, let me see. They can tell you can eat that so that you eat it. What are you thinking? When you're in a hospital, they know what they're doing. That allows them to give you more insulin, which you get charged more for. You don't get just charged one set amount when they start giving you more insulin because your levels are high. That's billed at a higher rate.
Yeah, we now have to give them diabetic care in addition to standard care, so we can charge them an extra $50 a night. So,
Exactly.
Let's just make him more diabetic, please.
Yes, yes. And you'll thank me by paying me. Well, I had really good news for V for Vets. Oh, there's the standard amount there. Graham was telling me they gave him 20 grapes. Yep, there it is, the standard amount. You
I
know?
never got 20 grapes. Always about 8 or 10, but never 20.
Oh hell, I got 20. They'd bring in a little container full of fucking grapes. I used to bitch about that all the time. It's like, what the fuck? And you know that you can only eat 4 for the entire fucking day. And remind you, that doesn't mean you can eat 4 grapes and then go off and eat other kind of foods. Grapes really jack your sugar levels out the window.
Yeah.
They're so easy to eat.
Grapes, raisins, oranges.
Oh God, yes. There are a lot of different items out there that really crank up your sugar levels. And like I said, all you need to do is get your body mean, whatever that is. Yours is different for each person. Keep it at that level, and your diabetes type 2 will go into remission. You know.
And the thing is, there's a simple operation now
Yeah.
that can totally eliminate diabetes.
And there's no wait time. Once you have the operation, it's gone. There's no wait
Instantly.
time. Yeah, instantly. Now I told you earlier about the exciting news for V for Vets is one of the nurses has come in, heard me doing the show, and asked if she could come back and talk to me. She comes back and I give her a card and she goes, I just wanted to let you know that her family member is a co-founder of Wounded Warriors. And he may come on our show. She's going to check and see if he'll want to come and see our show. Maybe talk. That would be a great resource for vets. Helping vets, getting vets to come to our channel. Right now, V for Vets has 376, I believe, is the amount that I saw. I'll double check that, but we are trying to get to 500, so we have a community page. Yes, it has 377 at the moment, KY.
Probably wouldn't hurt if we went there now and then and did something like this.
Yes, and especially if I can get Shannon to come up, or I can get the guy from Wounded Warrior to come up, or I can get this other guy. I bet this is wonderful. He sent a message today to me. He's from, and I'm trying to remember his name. MT. I cannot remember what his name was. Hang on one sec. Come on. Crap.
Back in the 1600s, they designed this thing called a pencil, Ben. And then later on in life, they designed the pen. And then paper.
Right. The person was MT Homestead.
MT Homestead?
MT Homestead. Yeah, it's he apparently is part of a veterans biker group. So that's pretty exciting. Have him come over. I asked him to email me, but so far I haven't received an email. But if he were to and come onto our show, they do fundraising as well. So that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what's going on. So how you doing, Nighthawk? How you doing? Oh, anyone live around the California area one knows where some vet camps are now located. There's the other thing. Even though I got I got another month and a half in the hospital, most likely. I won't be able to do anything till I get out. But that gives us a little time to build up the canned food drive. Because I figure if we
And the
go ahead.
database of where to go.
Right. So we got to find out where these camps are. When usually that was done by me and by Graham, S. Graham. He'd go ride around and find them, and then when we went out, we would know where to go. Now we have to basically start from scratch, which is fine. Oh, I did, specific. Like I said, we got lucky. We had found a camp that had almost not all veterans, but the majority in that camp were all
Mostly,
vets.
mostly.
Yeah. The others were their friends that they picked up. They're allowed to stay there, but they were really organized. They built a few little gardens. They had little gardens and stuff, and which is really cool. They made compound mulch, so that way they come in. That way they could take their trash and stuff and use it to build the compound. They could use that as soil for the food they were growing. I don't remember all the food they were growing. I know they were growing potatoes, celery, tomatoes, and I can't remember what else. I think lettuce. I think. I don't know for sure.
Probably peppers.
That could be. Now, the other item that I have the schematics for is what the potato box, which you can use for different things. Not tomatoes, but just about anything else. Tomatoes take too much space, but I figure you could build that box and leave out the top shelves and put some stand-up things that are what is it called? Like a trellis type thing, and give the watermelon something to grow, grow up.
A stake or trellis, anything. They'll
right.
Grow up anything.
And the thing is, you could slide the little mesh things in there to keep the squirrel or whatever from getting in there and tearing it apart. They wouldn't be able to get in. So those are pretty cool. I'm going to make a few of them they're meant for using them in your house. So then get carried away.
I don't think you'd worry about them. But you get a squirrel near a vet camp, he's not going to eat your tomatoes. He's going to be on the spit.
Today's fucking dinner.
That's it. Yeah, a squirrel comes in to eat your tomatoes, he's not getting far.
Look, meat tonight.
That's it.
And so those are, like I said, I'm looking up survival places and learning different survival techniques for being, and some of the people I met are getting it from they're survivalists, Now, of course, prepping, I was learning that, but that's going to be basically useless for the homeless. They can't really prep because of the fact that the stuff gets thrown away.
Oh yeah, they all have a bunker under their tent.
There you go. I was not going to get there. The funny thing is, I was looking under outdoor survival. And most of them really go into buying the stuff. They sell the items. But there's one called 20 Wilderness Survival Tips. And I don't remember the name of the company. I thought it was like Bush something. Bushcraft. There it is. They have little videos, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, those length videos that so there's a lot of great things you can do while you're out there that they wouldn't be able to. Most of them on their phone. They have phones, so
for the most part, yeah.
For the most part, yeah. And then, of course, there's the help guide ones like the 12 outdoor survival skills every guy should know and master. And I kind of like went, every guy? Do you know how many homeless women are out there? Yeah, I know. They can that show you how to build a shelter, basically where you should pop your camp up. But most of them list the 5 top are first aid, food and water, shelter, and of course they bring up fires, right? Again, we can't promote fires for the homeless.
Open flame, yes.
Right, we can't do that. Even though there's so many different ways out there to do it. I do have a little bit of comments. I'm not gonna. That's a little bit too much because I've seen what happens when when they're high and they fall asleep with their cigarettes and stuff. Exactly what ends up happening is you get way too much. You get fires and everything else.
Like the screen door on a submarine. What if he falls asleep? Let's dive now, honey.
Exactly. Well, you have a door. Did you lock it?
Oh man, I left the screen door open.
Yeah, definitely that. So, a lot of things I now have the time to study and do, and also an update on my job search. I have not received one of those, so now I'm going to send out another 5. Anyone knows any home-based jobs that they can be for, minimum wage or whatever? I don't need a lot of money, but I need a job.
A part-time job.
Part-time job. Thank you. Because a lot of these, believe it or not, are all full-time. I'm like, what? It used to be you couldn't find a full-time job. They were all part-time.
Now it's vice versa, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's ridiculous.
Everything, because of COVID, everything's home-based nowadays.
Yes.
More and more jobs are home-based.
Well, they're being taken over, which is really annoying. I need the job because I can't go out. Yet these people don't want to go out, whether they're too lazy or for whatever reason. But
that would cut into their Game Boy time.
Their Game Boy. Oh shit!
I was supposed to meet my bud for a game of War Thunder at 5:00 this afternoon. I can't have a job.
Now, what? Of course, this is full time. I really wanted it to be part time, but it was an insurance agent / customer service. I wouldn't even qualify for. This is again full time. The hardest jobs to find are part time. And of course, if you're a medical scriber, you make good money. But again,
hello, Melvin. Welcome to the show.
Oh, who's in? I was looking at. I got a Melvin. Thank you for coming in, brother. Like I said, I just got 3 more jobs up here today for the renew. When I get off the phone, I'll fill out the shit and send it. But like I said, I wanted to show you the resume. Help me make one. Problem is, I was a guardian for my mother for 11 years. So, I have this huge gap where I was just a caregiver. That could be the reason that I'm having problems finding even a part job because I was a caregiver for 11 years.
The thing is, you have to designate full-time caregiver. Okay? Because that's different than, I just helped her now and then.
True.
No,
true.
I was a full-time live-in caregiver. That's how you have to change the wording. And then it's not an employment gap. That was your full-time job.
which it was. So
So that's what I'm
um,
saying. It's a matter of semantics. Oh, I was her caregiver. Well, no, that's not a given up description. Full time live in caregiver. Okay, then now it's full time. It's live in. That changes the scenario, their perception of. Oh well, he came over after work and helped her. No, oh,
yeah, that makes sense.
full time live in. Okay, well now that's what you did for that time, and that also shows commitment.
Yeah, it's a hard job.
Oh, one of the hardest.
And like I said, KY was very good at it, but there is no way in hell I could do that for someone other than my mother. I mean, like I said, they're all like, well, that's impressive.
Yeah,
No, it
I
ain't.
know.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. That's my mother. I give a lot of praise to these people like Shannon, and they go out and they do this stuff for complete strangers that want to yell and scream at them. It's like amazing, utterly amazing. They have that special soul, that special care in them that, you know, it's just what it is. Um, so anyway, update on what's going on. That biker group. I don't know who was. Oh, you know Mighty Whitey, right?
Yes.
All right. Oh, by the way, Al SoCal was doxxed today by a cop on live feed. my Mighty texts me, oh shit, bud, he's pissed. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah. Duh.
Well, not, I understand it would piss anyone off, but especially Al, since Al is very private.
Right.
Al does not share his personal life.
No.
Not, so not a cop fucking doxed him. Holy shit. He's like foaming at the mouth. I'm like, oh, good God. Yep. But one of the people consider is sponsoring Mighty and Al SoCal to pass out some food for us. I have to talk about that later. The ways of getting. Just, I really wish my roommate would, one, bring me a sandwich again, but mostly bring the flipping check. I don't like that check just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, you need to get it into the bank as soon as possible. What happens if he doesn't see it on he's waiting and he gets annoyed and cancels it, or God forbid somehow it goes missing. So that is a wonderful thing. It was a very, very generous donation by
Yeah.
Smo Diego. So, like I said, we're doing good. We just need now to get the stuff out. Look at that. Ross sent me a picture of his where he lives in Australia from the back of the truck. And like it was, it's all bush. He's like Bell. He can build houses. He spent 3 months building a house out on one area of this lot, and then literally brought the sewer line in, did everything. He's all like, "Yeah, look at this, bud. There's two big trees that are right up on top of the house." He says, "So I make a indoor, like when you go up to a trap door to get into the attic, there would be a pathway up into a treehouse." Like I said, but nothing beats this property and all. Hold on, this is amazing, amazing, amazing grace. Can I sit on my face? Okay, so hold on, I don't see it. God, I hate that. That shit probably erased it. To be honest with you, no, it didn't. I'm like, God damn, would it erase it again? Up. Hold on. I'm doing it. I'm almost there. It's amazing. Computer hasn't crashed or erased anything yet. Oh shit. All right, so do. Of course, I'm still going back. There you go. But that's it right there. Look at that beauty, KY. See that beauty? That thing you see going through the middle is of course the road, private road. Plenty of room for a treehouse. Plenty of trees for a treehouse. You see all those trees? I mean, serious, dude.
I couldn't see the trees. The house was in the way.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah. Land, because one thing I want to do, honestly, if I could, is to manage a crop field. Go somewhere and just build a house or whatever, a tree house as a lookout, and then just sit there and grow.
Whatever.
Exactly. And
grow whatever needs to be grown.
Exactly. And my roommate 6 months ago said, "No way in fuck would he ever go outside the grid or whatever." It's like, I'm not gonna do that. And he'd be, well, dude. Now he's all telling me, "Fuck technology." He's like, I don't care where we go as long as it has internet. That's it. I'm like, well, I got a place for you. If we ever, if we want it bigger, so I have a place. So now we're not restricted to literally moving into the city, which God help me, KY was such a pain in the ass. Him all talking about that shit. Yeah, man, we need to move into the city. But now the prices are so much.
You can.
And the gas is going up so much. He works just for renting gas.
Ours went up to over $6 a gallon today.
And we're almost past 8. That's ludicrous. He's like I said, he barely has money for food. He's really getting pissed. I'm like, dude. Like I said, because he covers my expenses that I can't afford because I've been here. I can't do the little things I was doing to make the extra money. I'm stuck in this.
You were sucking what?
Honestly, dude, if we were
That's what
short,
it sounded like you said. I was sucking, and then you said coughing.
Stuck.
Oh,
I started to cough. Right, because like worst comes to worst, we would pawn the items for the food, or we had items we could sell online for food. And speaking of which, this is him. Hold on a second.
All right. So yeah, if you go off grid, there's a number of ways. But if you don't have the internet connection, then a lot of those are eliminated. So being at or near civilization and that ability to connect makes a difference. If you don't have it, well, then you've lost a lot of resources and availability to know-how that you can just research and find. But if you don't have that connection, then it's unavailable. And then again, you're back to square one. And if anyone has it, please subscribe to V for Vets so we can get the full 500. We're at 376 or 377 right now. So 130 more, roughly. Because the number goes up and down every day. Sometimes we gain 1, we lose 1, gain 2, lose 3, gain 4, lose 1. It's just a constant number change. But a week ago, we were at 342. Now we're at 370. So in a week, we've gained 30 more. So please, if you haven't, please subscribe to V for Vets so we can get our community page going. Tell your friends, your relatives, everybody. Even if they don't want to watch the videos, just subscribe so that we can get our number to 500 and get a community page. Everyone I talk to, I get people calling me for wanting donations, and I tell them, hey, you want a donation? Subscribe to V for Vets. What? Well, you want something? You want money? I need to get subscribers for our help the homeless veterans. Well, that's a good cause. Good. Then go and subscribe to them. Just like yesterday when I was trying to get our PayPal working, and I did, but I took 4 different people on the phone with PayPal to do it. Each one I talked to, I got them to subscribe to V for Vets.
Yeah.
Oh, I just finished them.
Oh, yeah, stay.
But if you would,
Fill the water. Yeah, can you just stay for real quick?
sure. Yeah, I just finished mine, bro.
Oh, all right.
But I don't have any water. If you get a chance.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, thank you. Yes, remember to hit the like button if you have not done so. Hit the like button.
Yeah.
And I don't need ice as long as I just get water. Bud needs to let his voice rest. I think he needs to.
Hang on,
Doctor.
I'm with the doctor. Hang on.
I really think he needs to shut this live off at 1.5 because he's losing his voice. And if he continues to stress it to try to talk, he's going to lose it completely. And I'm sure that's not what he wants. I'm sure what he wants is to be able to talk. I told him you need to let your voice rest. The more you stress it trying to continue to talk, the worse it's going to be the next time you want to talk. But yeah, we have our PayPal up and running for V for Vets, so you can get the word out. Let everyone know that it's now live and running. I tested it both the PayPal Me V for Vets and the PayPal itself. Enter the name, put V for Vets in, it works. I checked them both; they both work.
Water.
Oh, thank you. Can you do this one too right away? Thank you. I checked them both after they said I was ready to go, and they both worked. So we can start accepting donations. And because we have a business PayPal that's a charity and veterans related, they reduce the fees by 40%, so that all costs for them are reduced by 40%. And every little bit helps. So I'm also working on a Chase Cash App. And through the Chase app on our phone, we are able to take a debit card number directly. If someone wants to give a debit card number, they're out donating, and someone says, well, I have a debit card, but I don't have PayPal. Well, if you have a Chase account, you have a Chase app, it's a matter of just plugging that debit card number into the Chase app. And we don't even have to use PayPal then. And by doing it that way, we skip the fee at PayPal. They don't get their 1.4%, 1.9, whatever it is. Thank you. Because we have a Chase business account for the V for Vets Corporation, using that Chase app skips the fee. We get more. We say we get that extra 2%. And we skip the fee. It all adds up. Yeah, every little bit helps. And I don't know what else Bud was talked about before I got here. I'm hoping he gets back pretty soon. There he is.
Radian's like, what's up?
I reported your lapse to Dr.
Well, never mind. He was back, but now he's not. Hi, I'm back. No, never mind. I'm back.
Hold on, hold on.
A little bit elevation. Just want to make sure it's okay.
So I shouldn't worry about that at all.
Sometimes we have
Like, yeah, okay. I would say I normally can tell by looking at your face, but you're covered up like Obi-Wan Kenobi with that. No, I'm kidding.
no, just to make sure we covered everything. There's no
All right, that's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
They found issues with my heart. They have to do a check X-ray. Shit. God damn it. So Radiant tells me, he says, because I asked him, I said, look, bro, when you come, bring that flipping check. And he says, well, so let me get this straight. You want me to bring the check, stop at Subway, and pick up some canned Coke for you? And I'm like, he says, you want me to get a hooker with that? Because
no, bud, no canned Coke. No thanks. No. You know better.
Fucking come on, dude. Just a little Sprite. I don't water. That's all I get to drink. Water. And whatever. I'll deal with it. He probably won't bring it. He's like Ginger. He's like, you don't need Pepsi.
That's right. You don't need canned Coke.
Whatever, dude. It's not like I'm gonna drink it every hour. Just maybe one at dinner, maybe, or just to give me a different, because I have to just medicine. Yeah, I know. I need cheese with that fucking wine, right? But they bring grapes anyway, so it, well, no, they don't. Anyway, so I want that check though, KY. I need to get that.
So you can take a picture of it and put it in.
Yes. I told him I do not like the fact that there is a check
Or
sitting around.
tell them to take a picture and send you the pictures. When it go to deposit the check, it says take a photo or from camera. You could use camera pictures you've already taken.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'll tell them then.
Just,
But I'm trying.
I
I know, KY. I am trying my best to get the monkey to come down here with Subway.
Okay.
And then we didn't get any test strips. I don't know. I don't remember if you said you were going to mail it or not. But I wanted the test strips. You know,
test strips.
Yeah, the COVID nose
COVID test.
Whatever. I told him, dude, don't be a little bitch. Go in and buy one. on the way down there, like Bill's daughter did, and just do the damn test in front of him and come the hell in with my dog. Man, I miss my dog, KY. It's getting annoying. You know, I told him, I said, dude, how would you react?
Dude, now here's the question: are they making the dog do a test too?
No.
Which is
Fuck.
weird because they're known to be animals carry COVID too.
No, I know, but dude, do you think they really give a flying fuck in this hospital about the COVID shit?
No,
Just because these goddamn nurses take my neighbor to the
alcohol
liquor
store. Liquor store. They take a liquor store.
To the
That's
fucking liquor-
okay. But your visitor's got to be tested first.
Dude, I laugh at him. What's the point of having this? But like she said, when Bill's daughter I called, I said, you may have a problem getting your father into my room. She goes, why? And I said, because I'm in the green room. He's going to come back in here and they're going to stick him in the yellow room. That's 2 weeks. Which there's nothing I can do. I guess I could request to go back to the green room.
Back
which
to the
is
yellow
smaller,
room?
but
Go back to the
the yellow room, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, KY, but I will do just about anything to secure that mobile home. Getting that mobile home would mean my rent would be $700 a month because I'd just be paying the lot fee. Oh, and property taxes, at the end of the year. I looked at my roommate. He's like, yeah, but then we got to pay property taxes. I said, could you come over here? Could you pick up my hammer and come and see me so I can smack you across the face? I mean, what? You think it's going to be more expensive with the property tax than paying rent all year? At the absorbent prices we're paying right now for rent, you're going to worry about
the difference.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's like
really?
It's almost, yeah, really, dude.
Really?
You just don't want to admit I've done something for you. You just don't want to be grateful. Oh my God, I hate water. Only because I'm drinking it over and over and over again. There's no in between it, except that disgusting. And there's nothing I can do, KY. I cannot bring the coffee maker in because I can't put it in the nurses center. There's nowhere. They won't take it at all. It's not allowed in the hospital, so I have to drink the battery acid they're pushing. And then, of course, you were absolutely 100% right. They charge for haircuts.
Yep.
And they don't charge a small amount. So I'm like,
No.
what the fuck? That's pretty screwed up. You got us all tied up here. It's not like we have a choice, and yet here you are. But I mean, their prices are quite simple. It's $7 for the shampoo. Shampoo, dry, and curling irons, $27, dude. So basically, they'll use the shampoo on you, and because they blow dry your hair, and use a curling iron on women, they want $27. A standard haircut is $20. Adding conditioner is $8. This is not extortion.
Oh no.
Yeah, none. A little handful of conditioner is $8. A little handful of shampoo, $7. Oh, and go ahead. Ask me if you're allowed to use. Go ahead. Ask me if you're allowed to use your own shampoo and conditioner.
Are you allowed to use your? Oh no, that could be.
No, you're a moron. Yeah, you're a moron. If you want to color hair, it's $60. If you want a perm, it's $65. If I want my beard and mustache fixed, it's $12. So no, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. You can take your hair blow and blow yourself. I mean, that's just ridiculous. We're in your hospital. You should provide that service to begin with. So anyway, you were right. But the first haircut, according to her, she found out. Well, no, she never did. She never came back. But I think the first haircut is free. What's the point? I'm in here for whatever. Oh, that's beautiful.
Now what you drop? I heard something go.
Yep. Pins and everything else. They were in this stupid container I had, and I kept moving it to get it out of the way. Finally, it just tipped over and fell on the ground. So the shit spread all over the floor. This is part of not having feet. It really sucks. And then no matter what I do, the controller seems to go in the one place I can't reach it. It just won't let up. Jesus. Ah. And these people don't stop, KY. They're the most annoying asses in the world. Every time the cleaner comes in, she moves this counter over onto my side. And I tell her, please don't do that, because every time she does it, she slams into every one of the cords, unplugs the bed pump thing, that keeps the air mattress up, so that I'm sitting on pure metal. They'll do this while I'm sleeping, too. They'll come in and do it. The phone drags out the battery down to 4%, so I can't make calls. I got to plug it in. The computer I usually have a fall asleep with it running. That'd be at 0. It will shut itself off, all because these people don't want to listen to me. I keep telling her, lady, chill out with that. You're going to knock that shit over. It doesn't matter to them. It just doesn't matter. Please keep the table away from the plugs. Well,
yeah, they obviously don't care. That's just the bottom line. They just don't care.
They don't care. It's like I said, I haven't done anything to you, lady. Why you keep fucking with my shit? Well, everything's spewed out everywhere, but I got my pen, so I don't care anymore. And then there's the other thing. That molasses type stuff that these idiots keep bringing me, I do not drink. It's for internal, it's good for helping wound care. I don't care. I don't take it. It's disgusting, and I have everything else I need. No, listen. Don't want to listen. They don't want to listen, so they keep bringing it.
And then knock it on the floor every time it's big.
Yeah, I wish, because it ends up just getting knocked over and covering everything I have with it, which is just damn near ruins everything. It's all sticky. It's very hard to clean. And I tell them, please take it. And then I'll be sleeping and they'll bring it in. They'll sit it down right in the appropriate place to get knocked over. Because, I just wanted to make sure you saw it. Why? I'm not going to take it. Why waste the money of putting it in a container when I told you over and over and over
again? They can charge you insurance company.
Yep, that's exactly. I was going to say that's exactly why they do it. It's not for my health, you dumb bitch.
So they can charge, $300 a serving or whatever.
Yeah, and I again, they try to make out they don't have to show you the bill.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. And I was just like, yeah, you got to show it to me, all right? And if you know what, they make more money if they keep you with the rats. That's why I keep the probiotics keeps getting removed from the pill order basket. So you're telling me that after you gave it to me yesterday, your fucking doctor or someone called you up and said remove just that one item. That's what you're telling me. I said, well, gee, how convenient that I might have the fact that your doctor's going to be here on Thursday again, and I'll be asking him if he's removing it. He'll probably have the same look he did when you guys removed me off the antibiotics, which is even better. This lady comes in today, and I go, gee, look at this. And I show her my PICC line, which is almost completely opened up. It's been wet 2 times. Do you know what she had the gall to say to me?
The doctor?
No, the lady that wraps it up. They have a special lady that does the
right.
Whatever that's called doesn't matter. She looks at me and goes, well, how did it get wet the first time? I said, in the shower. Well, you're supposed to tell them that you have it on, so they wrap it. I said, excuse me? They know I have it on. As a matter of fact, you come out and flush it every day. These people see
how
it.
How could you not know it's there?
Yeah, how can you not see
flushes it every day?
Yeah, and how can you not see it with no clothes on? That thing is flipping in the wind. How are you going to tell me, well, it's not? You're supposed to let them know. Oh, I'm supposed to let him know. So then why don't I just go home since I'm the one that's supposed to know all this? I said, is it like the concept of me coming here for you to actually give me health care? Or am I supposed to learn how to take care of myself? And then what the fuck good is you? She don't like internet. Yes, sir. Whatever,
Oh, so
sir.
what am I paying you for if I'm supposed to tell them their job?
Right. What's the point?
Oh,
And she didn't like that. She's all, and I said, don't. I said, I have, at this moment, I have nothing against you. I said, but if you sit here and continue with these excuses, I'm not making excuses. Yes. Yes, you are. You're
I'm
incompetent.
supposed to tell them their job. What am
Yeah.
I paying these people for?
What am I paying you for, lady? And she didn't look at me. I don't like the fact that I'm smart and I don't fall for their stupid tricks. It's like some idiot telling me, well, I haven't bought anything this month. Well, come on. It's the guy, and I go, so you didn't go out and buy cigarettes and weed? No, I don't have any money to buy it. I haven't bought anything. Okay, so where'd your money go? They just get all quiet. If you haven't spent your money on the weed, where does your money go? I'm sorry, but the excuse that you don't have money for food and stuff, where does your money go? Especially if you're asking for hundreds of dollars or you're asking for trying to make out like you haven't had food. And you're like, well, I wasn't able to buy it. I'm like, dude, that's not realistic for me to believe unless you're going to tell me your money. What did your rent go up? What did you
Where did the
But
money
see,
that you got?
where did
go?
the money? Yeah, and they make more than me, dude. I'm just saying that those excuses are everything. Any time you hear that when they go, well, I haven't gone out and spent money on anything. I just don't have money for food. Where'd your money go? All right, you paid rent. We know what your rent is. Where'd the rest of it go? I don't lie. Just say you blew your money.
In my arm, in my nose.
Up my ass. I really don't give a flying fuck. You messed up. You spent it, whatever. But don't think I'm an idiot. Don't treat me like I'm some kind of stupid fuck. You can just make dumb comments like that. Well, I didn't go and buy anything yet. I'm like, okay, then where did you spend it? You gamble? Pay for a hooker?
He didn't go anywhere. The dealer came to his house.
Oh, I was gonna say
he didn't go anywhere.
I thought you figured out who I was talking to. I was gonna go, really? You know who this is? But whatever, the bottom line is, KY, you know that. Come on now. When they say they don't have any money for food, you ask them, well, what did you spend your money on? If they're saying they didn't spend it on weed, just don't say anything. Go, okay, I just ran out of money on food. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not your goddamn your bank accountant. I'm just saying, don't sit there and make a lie.
I'm not the IRS doing an audit of where your money went.
Right. Because I don't give a shit. My friend doesn't have food because they messed up. Then we'll talk about them messing up later. I'm going to make sure they have food. I'm going to sit here and debate while they go without food. I mean, they're stupid. Yeah, but people make mistakes. Mind you, KY, they got a little upset at me. And I never directed this to any of them. And there's several people I know. If I'm short on money, I don't buy weed. And weed is causing my pain levels to shoot to the wall, according to this doctor. Their treatment's more ineffective because I smoked. I had no fucking idea, so I looked it up. I researched it after that. I said to him, prove it. Show me the paperwork that says something that backs up what you're saying. I'm not trying to be an ass, but I just never heard that before. I'm because that would make you an addict, wouldn't it? Now you have to smoke it
because your body's physically dependent upon it.
Right.
It's a physical addiction.
Right. And I don't want to be an addict. And I told him, I said, well, he says, well, when you use any type, so now they want to try to prescribe me gummies. I don't think they'll do it. I thought you should see my face. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
There's a deer in the headlight again. He guy gets around.
Yeah, well, he really wants me to reconsider my stand on using pain pills. He said maybe take it like a half hour to an hour or whatever before he does his scraping because he needs to get more out. He says he can't do it. He said, I cannot put someone through that much pain. I can't do it. He says it bothers him when he's doing it. Well, I almost said then get someone that's not so bothered by doing it. He said, so you want to go through that pain for longer? Yeah, I want to go through that pain for longer. Hell yeah. No, but I don't want to get. He's like, well, if I couldn't believe you said this, but a narco child dose, really? But then the nurse was saying, well, yeah, kids get in car accidents, dude. You don't want to give them pain medicine. Quite frankly, no. But I wouldn't want them to suffer, so whatever. So they have a child dose, and that's what they would give me before they do this, along with the spray. For the most part, the spray works. It numbs the skin around, and he don't want to do it. He does not want to do it. So I no, he says it's the way he says I can't. He's actually, and then so they gave me all this stuff on the what is it called? Damn it.
Analgesic?
No, Radiant, it's the dead skin on you. He gave me all this stuff on what's it called? Oh man, what is it? It's the dead skin that
Okay.
you have to get off of the wound because it causes problems for the healing.
They
Of the dead skin.
abrade the wound and they remove the dead skin.
They use the sand stuff, but it got erased too, dude. That's gone as well. Amazing. I'll find it again. But it basically what it is it's the dead skin and it turns yellowish, brownish and stuff, and it promotes the to reinfect the skin so it doesn't heal. And he has to scrape it out. Well, they put sand, this stuff called sand something that gets rid of it. But he says it loosens it up. And then he has to go in. It's sloth. You know what that is, right? Is that SLOUGH? Which is dead, basically.
The dead skin, yeah.
Right. I mean, these words are ridiculous. That's why they do that. Anyway, I was looking at the page and reading up on it, and a lot of what happened to me apparently is common. I mean, the KY, look at this. And I know I'm not going to show one of the really bad ones, guys. I'm not a prick. But, seriously. They even talk about, that's why LT's product is so good, dude. I'm sorry, but, look at that shit. This is my legs. That is what my legs look like. I mean, there's no difference. That's it. And that's one of the first parts. And he says, and what happens is that the brown area gets worse and worse and worse. And then the other real bad ones that show the inside of the wounds look just like the one I have.
Right.
Which I won't show. But they have to scrape that shit off, dude, because it won't allow the pink skin to grow back. And so he's getting frustrated because he takes breaks. He won't just do it. He said, I don't feel like doing that. He does not like watching people suffer. Okay, fair enough. I've heard this, but that's not the first time I've heard this. But, I mean, damn. So you want me to take Narco? I don't know much about Narco. I told him I don't know much about any of these damn drugs.
Narco is simply
the lowest one you can take.
No, it's not the lowest one.
Really?
That's a lie. Narco
he lied? Fucking dick.
No, the lowest one is 1.5. Norco is 3.5.
Then he lied, dude. Whatever.
It's one of the lowest. Tylenol 3 is the lowest.
Well, no, he wants me to take narco. He said that he want. Well, unless I do the narco.
Norco is 320. Is okay. There's several levels. There's 1.5. There's 325, 5.0, and 7.5. Those are all
Look at
the
this
levels.
motherfucker knows all the pain pills. What the fuck?
I bet on all of them with my.
I was gonna
hip
say, what are you, a
pain.
dealer, brother?
Yes. I was between my elbow and my hip. Yeah, I've had all those. My back. Yeah, I've been through all the different levels.
Yeah, they tried to give me the strongest stuff over Oxycontin that you told me the other night. You knew what it was. Fucking, I don't remember what it is. They gave me one of those. Begins with a D, and I was so high for so long. Oh, that was the wound care nurse. She goes, "Oh God, yeah." She said that's like about 5 to 10 times stronger than Oxycontin. And they would have given it to you because of that. And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? I won't even take Oxycontin. No. The strongest drug I think I ever took was fentanyl. I'd have to, Mr. Kevin, they're going to have to remove your head if you don't take this. And then I would debate it. I will never again in my lifetime allow anybody for any reason. So I told Ridian that I signed him as my advanced directive. I said, you better never tell him it's okay to use fentanyl on me again. Fuck that nonsense. You sit there like you can't move. You can feel everything. You're just stuck there. You can't move. Fuck that.
What are you talking about? Fentanyl is all it does is kill your pain. It doesn't stop you from moving. That's not fentanyl. That's not fentanyl.
Oh, that's what they gave me. That's what she said it was. It's not the shit these fools use. The heroin added. They probably, I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
she said
fentanyl does not stop you from. Yeah. I've been there, done that. No, that's nothing to do with fentanyl.
Well, they gave me fentanyl. I know that. I thought it was. They must have given me something along with that to keep me from moving because they were cutting into my femoral artery, and she says we won't proceed without this. You can flick your leg. They can't. Fair enough, but Jesus. And then they left me there. Remember, 17 hours.
Yeah, because if you flinch or you jump, you move right when they're cutting, they slice you right up and then you bleed out.
She said there's nothing we can do. So you're right, whatever. So I agreed to it. Once she said that, I'm not gonna kill myself, but geez. Please, guys. What the fuck? No, it is what it is, dude. I'm really gonna exercise so much more when I get out of here. I wanted to do it when I first got out, but I couldn't stand up. I mean, I couldn't walk with the shit anyway. But there's so much we can do when we get out of here. There's that, like I said, that's the Veterans Biker Group, not Thunder, but they're like similar to Thunder. We could do something with them. We could do something with Al and Mighty Whitey. Because me and Graham we're gonna be the wheelchair feeders.
Okay. Don't feed the wheelchairs; they bite.
The one thing we were joking about was they want to pick me up a pig suit, and then me, Graham, and Whitey Mighty dress up as pigs and go pass out. Mighty Whitey.
And dress up as pigs, okay.
And go out and feed and hand little squeaky pigs to cops that come up. And we could have Al SoCal record it. I'm like, it's just great. Did I tell? I have to say this. I know, but I swear to God, I thought this was hilarious. You remember the beer can that Ross has that says CU and in small
Right,
letters.
right.
Right. Well, you're not gonna like this one either. But then spirit, visage spirit tells me, oh, I got one better than that, and he shows me a can that it says wet USSY. Add the letter. So I don't know what's worse. The one from New South Wales that has wet, private, or the CU and so I asked him drain them and send it. And he says, "What you want me to? You want me to stick a little wet one?" Oh my God, dude, that was just too funny. Yeah, so I'll have those 2 cans. But when I was hooking up Ross and him, he's finally gonna meet my friend because apparently he says, "Oh, it's no problem." And I texted my friend Ross, well, here's his phone number. Call him up. You guys should hook up. And then you can talk shit about Bud. What the Hold on. I've got a new video from Upstate.
Okay.
Dude, this is a funny thing, and this is funny, KY. He should have no problem whatsoever cop watching because he lives by some of the most unbelievable neighbors. The cops are always coming out to his neighbor's house.
They're constantly at the neighbor's house.
Constantly. I'm like, dude. And then that's why he called himself. Remember when he thought it'd be cute to be the porch auditor?
Yeah, because he's got the neighbors. He needs to start his own TV series, The Neighbors from Hell.
No, the neighbors from hell would be Pepperoni. Even after the full move,
Yeah.
they tracked him down. My God. Those are just pure icks. My God, I couldn't believe what Pepperoni has gone through. But yeah, his neighbors are just, wow, man. They're constantly, the cops are there. It's just ridiculous. So I'm going to wait for him to respond before I put it up because I don't necessarily want to show it and then have him type back, no, you can't show that. Okay. Man, a little too late, but hey. Were you able to go to Mark's feed today?
I didn't go anywhere today.
Stayed off the internet.
I didn't wake up till you called me.
Are you serious?
I am serious. I didn't wake up till you called me. I didn't go to bed till 10:30 this morning.
Oh, damn, dude. Again, what was the all-nighter for? Well, not really my business. It really isn't. Ask you what the fuck you were doing. You're probably making business cards or something. All right. We got the thumbs up.
There you go.
Like I said, not my business. That hooker coming over your house has nothing to do with me.
I told her my name was Kevin.
I gave him your name. You're an evil bastard. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the one right there.
Okay, gotta turn up the volume, hit the play button.
I didn't touch this.
That's like Jerry Springer, for fuck's sake.
It's a day, ain't it? Look at that car.
Damn.
Yeah, which one of those women did that car hit?
It's a redneck parking job. Damn.
Dang.
Oh, then they hit someone and someone in turn rear-ended them.
Dude.
Hey, Michael. But it's embarrassing thing. Now the cops are chasing him.
For you to claim insurance and stuff, there was no reports done. This is how this report. So
Fire's over there.
call down the station.
I gotta go look at the other car.
Ask if this report is done.
What? There's another car?
Well, yeah, the car that first car hit head on.
Oh,
The silver sedan hit somebody, obviously. So is that the vehicle in the yard there on an angle? Sure. That car right there is the car that got hit in the left front.
Holy shit.
Or she ran into the back of that car, the Sido. They pulled out, and she hit them in the side. Okay, I see. That car was pulling out of the driveway, and that woman ran into the
Videotaping if
car
the
pulling
media
out of the
needs it, They're
driveway.
going to take your phone as evidence.
no, they can't.
It's a crime scene.
They can't.
That's what you think, but I'm just letting you know.
Freedom of the press. Remember, First Amendment.
Right, but evidence.
But they can ask
can
for it,
send
but they
it to
can't
them.
take your phone.
No, that, yeah.
It's live.
Dude, this man lives by the biggest fucking rednecks. Holy shit. I mean, if you know how many times he's constantly with these fools. Oh my god. Well, anyway, that Bell, if you could drop Upstate Audit's link, that is Upstate Audit's neighbor. You know, I lived in one of the worst cities in America, Middletown. Seriously.
Middletown, Ohio, people. Middletown, Ohio.
Yes, that's right. And
There's more than
and I
one
mean,
Middletown in the country.
Yeah, they actually have shirts that say, you know, a shirt you can get that says, "I'm proud to be in Middletown, Ohio." No,
I survived
not.
living in Middletown, Ohio.
There, that's what it should say. I fucking actually survived living here. And I didn't have as many full out maniacs as he does in his neighborhood. That is just beautiful. But anyway, so that's Upstate Audit. Oh. So the Wounded Warrior thing went really well. I have a couple other vets that are down the hall from me now that came in to get cards. KY has been meeting a lot of people. Every time he calls, someone finds out they're a vet. He distributes
or
things to them.
associated or like or support. I said, hey, go to V for Vets and please subscribe to us so that we can get the 500. And
Yeah, and Bill, of course, is out there doing it. So hopefully it will be a word of mouth thing. We'll get enough people out there subscribing so we can have our community page now that we have our PayPal. Now remember, there's the canned food drive right up there, and right at the end of it should be the PayPal address if you guys wanted to donate to V for Vets. Now you can send a check, but I really need to have people send it to KY Packer.
yes, it would need to come to me.
There's no fucking sense sending it to me. I mean, I can put it in the bank, but I want to keep all those records.
Or you could take the pictures and send me the pictures. And then I
Yeah.
can put it in the bank. There's one way of doing it. We'll find a way to get
No,
it.
I know, but what I really need to do is you're the treasurer, so you should have the original. In my opinion, You should hold
No,
on to
because
all.
I take a picture, I throw the checks out. Once it's in the bank, I don't need it. The picture is there. That's permanent proof. The pictures are going to
I
be at the
know.
bank. The
No,
pictures are going to be on the bank statement. You don't need to keep the hard copy.
I know. Hard copy.
Bank is required to keep those records 20 years. Why would I need them?
I know. It's just I want to be a stickler, but we don't have to. I'm just saying they should go to you anyway.
Yeah.
There's no sense in Bud getting them. I can
No,
add them, but
no.
what's the point of you being treasurer then?
Well, for you to do the work so I can get the glory. I'm not stupid.
That's what I told somebody today. They wanted to send a check, and I'm like, well, then I gotta, I had him email me. I didn't know. I know it's out there, but I'm not gonna put your address out because they asked me, well, is that V for Vets like office, which is in the papers? They looked up our papers and found it. Yes, but again, there's divisions. Actually, KY now he's actually acting CEO anyway. I'm nobody. So all checks should go to KY to begin with. And then certain correspondents have to go to Bell. He's the secretary because he's got to put the seal and stuff on them. It's a corporation. It may seem like it's ridiculous, but that's the bylaws. That's the way that works.
We operate. Hello?
Yeah, exactly. And it's accountability, and it is what it is, and I have no problem with it. But yeah, if you do decide we do take checks, you make the check out to V for Vets and you would mail it to KY, but it's just easy, we won't turn down a check. But right now, the other reason that sending me a check is completely and utterly useless is I don't trust it to be mailed to this shithole.
You're not at home and you don't have the same security as you would as if it was mailed to the house. So.
Right, and now I have Iridian has a check, but by the way, just to let everyone know an update on that stuff, that solution the nurse gave to Iridian to use seems to be working. He's feeling better. So he's not going to the hospital right away, which the fuck wouldn't do it anyway, KY, because he doesn't want to leave Duchess alone. Jesus, I thought I was an ass. I actually told him this today. I said, you want to bitch at me because I don't want to go in, and here you are with a
like a bitch because you don't want to go in.
You don't want to go in. God damn hypocrite. It's not the same thing. No.
Yes, it is.
It is.
It is. Exactly the same thing.
Exactly the same thing. This asshole. I'm like, if they have to come and get you in an ambulance, you stupid shit, you're going to be in there a lot longer than just going in for a day or two and getting an antibiotic to deal with what you're, whatever.
And going home.
You'll get so fucking sick, you'll be there a long time. We'll be screwed. Not KY want to be a hypocrite because you know how I don't like going in. I don't want to deal with this shit. But I'm not a fool. Shannon told me you need to go in. You need to go in now. I went in.
Well,
all right, shut up, KY.
I almost. But mostly.
It's ridiculous, dude. But whatever, he's feeling a lot better. I can tell it in his voice and stuff. He's out the park tonight, and he's like, that stuff is disgusting, but it works. And I'd heard about it. I looked it up, and yes, that is a tried and true, because, you forget that a lot of these remedies existed, but pharma didn't want you to have them. Instead, they came up with the easy way, a pill.
That's
this
good.
Pills out all these side effects. This shit doesn't. It's all natural stuff. And
like colloidal silver, or
right,
tea tree oil,
Exactly. So I'm all like, bro. But he's like, well, I don't want to use it because you may need it. I'm in a hospital, you stupid. I said, what do you mean I may need it? It's a whole bottle, dude.
I'm here getting the help I need. What do I? Why would I need the bottle of stuff at home?
Exactly. He says, yeah, you never
I'm
know.
here
Yeah,
getting artificial crap pumped in my veins so they can make money.
right. I have no idea how long it
I don't
lasts.
need the
either.
home remedy that's free and does the same job.
All right. He's got, it's like some of the stuff on that shelf I had has expiration dates. I realize they over exaggerate how soon it goes bad, so you buy new stuff, but they're
Right.
not lying about it losing its effectiveness. So I don't know about the collateral silver, but yeah, I'm sure it can't just sit on your shelf for elongated times and not use it. You know, get some benefit out of it before it goes bad.
It's there. You might as well use it.
You might as
Hello?
well use it, dude. Jesus. He doesn't, he's all like, because, oh, by the way, he finally got gas on that card. God, it's like pulling fucking nut hitters. Yeah, man. Well, and you don't want to hear what he said. Holy shit. So that the biker one, which is a good friend of Rob's, right? To get about their little group to come down and either do a canned food run or pass out food is an option that might work. And they're in a different state though, so it would be all vets. It would be all vets going out to distribute food.
Yeah,
for
they're in
all-
Arizona, you know. So.
Well, no, MT is not from Arizona, is he?
Oh, empty. Okay.
No, we don't need to help Rob, brother. He helps us. He donates stuff to us. He definitely doesn't need any. But this MT guy is part of a veteran bike group, almost like Thunder, but they're not Thunder. I don't want to.
Right.
However, you know, they would go out and disperse food to vets. They do homeless, but they know where vets are, whatever state they're in. So V for Vets could actually sponsor them, just like Amazing Audits or Mighty Whitey and Al SoCal. But I haven't heard back. According to Mighty Whitey, he has no problem doing it for us. I almost started to cry because I'm thinking, wouldn't it be nice if I could go up there with him and Bart and drive around passing out food in piggy suits? You know,
You don't want to pass out the food in pig suits.
Why
One
not?
has nothing to do with the other.
Oh, KY. When these cops follow us, they'd come up to us.
Oh, that way I can. Yeah. Okay.
That we had. And Mighty's like still trying to get another cop to squeeze the pig. Dude, that was just too funny. But yeah, we don't have to do that. We can go out there with those two. But see, I don't think Bud's going to be going out very soon. KY.
I imagine not.
No, get things straight and I can get a hitch. Mount a hitch on the back of Iridium's car. Iridium looked at me, was talking to me today. He says, I don't know, Kevin.
You can't put a hitch on the back of that car. No.
Yeah, his car's not doing all that well. He says, I don't want to risk, but damn, so what, there's no point. I told Mighty in sending it or getting it to me. How in the hell would I get anywhere? I wouldn't be able to get it anywhere. But if there it is. Like I said, Bud's not going to be probably going anywhere for a little while, and neither is Graham if they do what I think they're going to do to Graham. Graham's, again, he has not given permission to talk about what actually is going to happen.
Yeah,
just that he's sick, right. So
let it go.
We don't forsake him going out anytime soon either. There you go, KY. We're butt fucked. We are literally butt fucked. And I've even risked going there in the condition I'm in. And Chad, there you go, brother. You're coming up. Here's Chad. He comes in the morning and supports me, which is really cool.
How you doing, bud?
So he's a morning supporter?
He's a morning supporter, yes. Bitch doesn't even drink coffee. He just comes in here and sits.
Who, me? I drink coffee.
I'm kidding.
I don't drink the coffee you offer me.
Yeah.
That's like tar.
battery acid.
Or battery acid.
Well, it's so good to see you, Chad. How's your day going?
Awesome. Awesome.
I was whining about the fact that I can't go out with Graham and pass food out.
Uh,
You know, I
I
was
heard,
also
I heard you talking about the pig suit you were talking about earlier when I was on
Dude's
the
not.
channel.
Yeah, that's funny, but
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. To be honest with you, if I'm going to represent FIFA vets, I think that would be funny. But I would have to bring it up to the board, and they'd have to vote on it because that is something that's on the level of we're not out there to piss the cops off.
Right.
I mean, we're not into the drama. We're into passing the food
Well,
out.
our bylaw says we're not into anything political. Wouldn't
Right.
that be a political statement?
I don't know. That's why we'd have to vote on it and discuss it. And like I said, that's why I even went, oh shit. It is kind of whatever it is, but
Yeah.
it would mainly be to draw clicks and views. And
Yeah.
I had some fool this morning tell me whether that's what it's all about, clicks and views. Well, clicks and views get the message out more. We're still doing the good deed. We're not out there scum fucking people for clicks and views. We're out there helping people for clicks and views. There is a difference. I said, so try to keep the big boy pants on and not put on the diapers because I want to hear it. I don't put up with that shit. You just be okay. You don't get out of here. Take your drama with you.
That's good. Yeah, exactly. So, as I had said to Bud earlier, KY, this morning, I was actually, when I left, I was getting the channel with them. I'd actually gone to a V for Freedom rally. Vets for Freedom.
Okay.
That's their website. They told me to forward it along to you guys.
Oh,
Nice.
They want to get it in touch with as many vets across North America as they can and support each other.
Were you by chance in the chat room when? Oh no! Wait a minute. When I was in the room and the lady started to go at me. I know Belle was, but I don't know if you were there or not.
I might have left.
Oh shit! I don't remember what show it was. All I know is she was. The guy was put in my room for one day, so they could find a place to take him. He left this morning, but his wife showed up today. And she walked in the room and was trying to get the nurse to come. She kept yelling at the nurses, how incompetent are you? You need to get in here. I'm thinking she's pissed about the guy next to me. No, she was trying to get him to get in there and give her medicine, and she wanted pain medicine.
Wanted them to give her pain medicine. I'm sorry, you're not a patient here. Why?
Yeah,
why
no,
would you even
I
ask
was here earlier when she was talking. Yes, I wasn't
like
here
when she told me to shut up. She told me to shut up. I can believe that. So finally, I said to her,
You should have said to her, when did we get married? That's what you.
No,
said
I
to
just
her.
looked.
When
I
did we
looked
get married?
around.
Then you can tell me that.
Yeah, but that don't work. I damn near snapped. Well, you can ask Bill. I was nice, but I looked at her and said, "Ma'am, this is my room. You're a guest. You don't tell me to shut up." I said, "Yeah, it's my room. You're a guest here. If you don't like it, leave." When the nurse came in to help me, she goes, "You need to come over here. I'm right." She goes, "My situation is more grave than his." And she started to walk toward her husband, and she goes, "No, to me." And she looked at her, "Ma'am," and I'm like, "She's not a patient here." I'm just, this is ridiculous, dude, but it is what it is. And then Belle says, she said, "Tell him," and she was harassing me with the "you're too loud, you talk too much," and which is fine. But Bill's like, the guy next to me is going, "No, man, he's fine. Let it go, man." Because me and him talked when he first got in here. He got just like the other Bill, got fucking deliriously pissed that they were going to keep him in here, right? So he screamed so loud, KY, and dude, I've never jumped like that. It almost gave me a heart attack. The way he yelled at these women for the next hour or so. So finally, when they went out of the room, I had a talk with him. I said, and calmed him down. He's really not that bad of a person. There you go. He's not that bad of a person. Once he calms down, I said, well, then maybe you should apologize. And he did. When the nurses came in, he apologized. He says, look, I'm sorry. I was upset. There you go. Everything's good. But, I'm sorry. His wife is batshit crazy, dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that woman needs some serious help.
But there's put in private chat for you guys. There's their website, and Eddie Cornell, one of the five founding members of their organization, and he was also one of the veterans that actually was in Ottawa, and was one of the first veterans there, taking the fence that the government and police put up around the war memorial down.
Oh, that's right. Bell was, like I said, he was in the room for the whole thing. As a matter of fact, he was texting me. You need all the stuff about the harassment and stuff. And I told him I'm just going to take the high road. And I gave her a break because, KY, you know what I would have done if I got pissed.
Yeah.
I would have shut the fuck up, bud. So, yeah, Bell's just like,
we don't want to see. We don't want to see the butt Hulk.
No, because Bud gets. I have my rant when I first wake up because there's usually nobody in the fucking room, but at least that's what it says. It amazes me when I'm looking 2 people in chat, it says 0. And I'm like, wow. Anyway, so I do my little butt rant, and somebody came in. Someone got mad at us, Bell. Look what I'm going to send you a copy of their text. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I said, I don't get butthurt about this because I love this person. He's my brother. And quite frankly, I laugh when most things that people get mad at me about. I don't want to get mad at them. So I even agree with them in points, but that doesn't change what I'm going to do. I'm sorry. Just because I agree with you to a degree, I'm not going to just do what you say, man.
But yeah, the group that's their contact information. I was told, actually,
Thank you very
commanded by my fellow veterans of the Freedom Rally, to make sure that I pass that along to Bud and KY.
Okay.
Well, that's great.
Vets, because they want to reach out to as many organizations across the country, well, across both countries, and work with them and help them out any way they can. So,
well, I want to. Got a second. I want to share this. I just happened to look at that. How do you like that T-shirt?
Whoa! It's
coming. There it is. I like that. The T-shirt.
Dude, put one up. Can you? I can't see it. Mine's that bad.
You can't see that?
I can see a shirt. I can't make out the designs. Just double click one and enlarge that so I can see.
Like that?
Well, I'm not seeing anything but the 12 shirts.
Put it on. Try to make it the 12 shirts bigger by putting it solely on full screen. Does that help, Bud?
Wait, you're right. I can actually increase the size of that. Hold on.
You can.
There it is.
And basically, that's the Constitution on the right side and the flag on the left side.
Yep.
Oh, I know, but I like that one right there. The built in the 60s, original and unrestored.
And then there's one of them down there built in the 50s.
Right, but I'm in the 60s, so that would work.
Yeah.
Wow, I like that, KY.
It's in the box, light in the box.
Now, I really need to hook up with Graham and figure out where to go to get that place set up and get Stevie Mallows.
You mean like Teespring?
Yeah, the one where he was saying that you just set it up and they can buy the stuff for us, and then
it's a drop ship site. That's Teespring. There's a lot of cases Teespring, and they get a percentage.
Now
Teespring is a big one for websites.
Fuck. Are we? Yeah. Well, we're allowed to do that. Are we? It's not a paid thing, but a percentage. Is it the same thing, right? I mean, a percentage in paying them is the same fucking thing, right?
You're paying them. They're being paid a percentage. They're being paid. Yes.
Right. So it's not violating member because we can't like take membership fees.
Right. Because we said
Because
we would have no members.
right. I had to double check with the attorney, but we need to
It
do
doesn't.
that.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt. Well, ask you, Carl.
Yeah, you know. But like I said, I got a call from my brother Mayo. I was going to ask him. That's one of the things I wanted to ask him about. Special logo I'm thinking of for some of the hats and shirts, and he calls me right when the doctors came in. Now I understand why the doctors are here all day, dude. Now they want to give you the chest X-ray. He's not talking to me now. I wonder why.
Who's that?
Stevie.
Oh.
I think he might think I didn't answer his phone for some reason. But no. I didn't know why they were coming in there taking more blood and shit. Now they're telling me they're going to do my chest X-ray tomorrow because something abnormal came up with the first set of blood work.
Abby Normal. I know him.
And yeah, now they're going to have me do more P-test as well. If I'm worried, KY. That could mean the infection came back, assholes.
There is the website for that light in the box. But if you go to light in the box, then you can just search in from there. But this particular one brings up these T-shirts. They have thousands of T-shirts.
Well, I'm all for it.
There's a couple nice ones there.
Yeah.
Looking at some of them, there's some really nice ones.
Yeah, I like that. I really want that one. It says
built in the 60s.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, I was born in the 60s, so I love it.
There's no built in the 70s. I didn't see. At least I don't see one on there.
Nobody cares about the people born in the 70s and up.
Actually, you know what? I one of the vets that I actually met was on the hill and they were with me. He's a YouTuber as well. He's actually got I'm gonna get their channel link for you. I hadn't had a chance to get it since I got home. I've been busy. Had people calling me and other people saying, "Hey, you got to come up and party with us." And I'm like, "Guys, I don't want to party."
Here's one Here's one I got off that website before, bud.
Oh, that's nice.
That's the T-shirt I got off that Teespring website before.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. It was $19. That's the same as those.
Yeah, that's not bad. 19 is basically not really that bad. You know what I'm saying?
But this veteran that I was talking to, he was there. He was filming stuff for their channel and stuff as well. And he, I love one of his comments. He says, he says, I'm going to use a comparison to our culture. And he says, I'm going to use Star Wars as an example. He says, you got your baby boomers generation, which is your Obi-Wan Kenobis.
50s, yeah, Obi-Wan's, yeah.
Yeah. The prophets, right? Then you have the next generation after that, which is the nomads, your Han Solos. Then you have the heroes, which is the next generation, which is the millennials, which is your Luke Skywalkers.
What?
Well, if you look at the way our culture is as a society in our generations, right? Your baby boomers are your Obi-Wans or your Darth Vaders, right? Your prophets, right?
Okay, yeah.
The prophet type character, right? You know, the
old land long gone.
Yeah.
And then you have, that's right.
Then your Gen Xers, which is the middle generation between the boomers and the millennials, is your nomad class or your Han Solo types. Then you have the hero type, which is the younger generation, which is the millennials that are coming up, that are stepping up, that have never experienced a lot of what the previous generations did.
Right.
So
Jesus.
it was a really, really amazing speech. Oh, get this! You want to hear something funny? So our town, okay, shut off the power to the Victoria Park, which is where our war memorial is, where they were meeting at. They also shut down the town Wi-Fi.
Nice.
Yeah, really
All right,
nice to do.
oh shit! Don't do that. I almost canceled the show. The fuck. All right. One thing I found is a resource for specifically for female vets. I'm going to put the link out there for you guys. I don't think we will. It's from the veterans, the VA. I don't know if we have permission to show any of it. I
And
don't.
The VA, yeah, they want you to share it as much as possible.
Oh, it is there.
All right. Well, just make. You know what? I don't. I definitely wouldn't want to piss those assholes. I mean, those wonderful people off. You know.
Depends on who you talk to, bud. Depends on who you talk to.
Well,
Some
basically,
say assholes, some say wonderful people. Depends on who you talk to.
this is actually true.
Welcome to Vet Resources in 5, where we talk about a veteran resources in 5 minutes or less. Let's talk about the Center for Women Veterans. Can you tell us about your office and what you all do?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Center for Women Veterans is actually a center that is focused particularly on the issues that affects women veterans, whether it is in healthcare or benefits or in NCA services. We basically function as kind of like a belly button for all things on women veterans and direct them to the subject matter experts around the VA enterprise-wide to make sure that our women veterans actually make it to the places where they need to seek services or support. We also delve into research. In fact, this year, we have been working on 3 different research projects. One of them is on intimate partner violence. The other one is on unemployment for post 9/11 women veterans. And the other research, which is a survey, is actually on trying to understand why women veterans are not utilizing their services and benefits they've earned.
Wonderful. Y'all are doing a lot. So kind of piggybacking off of that, so we're recognizing Women Veterans Recognition Day. So can you tell us what that exactly is and why do we celebrate it?
Yeah, so Women Veterans Recognition Day is sometimes called Women Veterans Day. Sometimes it's called Women Veterans Appreciation Day. And so there's sometimes a little bit of confusion, but just to make sure, there's really only one Veterans Day. This is a recognition day. And it's really aligned on June 12th for the anniversary of the Women Armed Services.
I have never heard of that, KY. I'm almost in Women's Veterans Recognition Day. I've never heard of that. That's kind
Never
of
heard of it.
I was like, and then she explained there, if you listen on how
I couldn't understand her because when I'm listening to it, I'm getting an echo, and I couldn't understand the word she was saying.
Oh my God, because
I got a double echo, and no, it's incomprehensible.
What the woman said was that there's only one real Veterans Day.
That I heard.
But this is more like another way to recognize women and veterans by having women's veterans, not an official one. Now
Okay.
the
It's
link is
unofficial, basically. Yeah.
right.
Okay. Got it.
The link is out there. I think I put the link, didn't I? Yes, right there where it says. Hold on, I'm going to put it again. You can go. It's only a 5-minute show. It's not,
Because you said 5 minutes or less, so yeah.
Right. Well, you see the timer on the side. And this is, of course, is a link to that. You can go watch the rest of it, but I plan to play it on V for Vets because I get the VA newsletters, VA videos.
Yeah, I wonder where those come from.
Well, you have to look for these groups. They have they're really cool, dude. They're 5-minute updates on men, on any issue. 5-minute updates. I love them. They're good amount of time to be able to give a lot of information on resources. And too bad you couldn't hear her, but she brought up what we have talked about before which is the fact that that not enough women use these resources, but yet the women are the ones that need it the most for like suicide and stuff. And they, because of what she'll go on to talk about is how the women are unaware these programs exist, so their services to try to get the message out there. Well, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? You know,
We're on the same wavelength.
right?
On the same wavelength here.
Exactly. We want to bring it to their attention now. Stop long enough to play the rest.
Integration Act, which was signed into law in June 12, 1948.
Wait, can you hear it, KY?
Yes, I can hear it.
All right, good.
Prior to then, only women nurses could only serve in the regular and reserve forces during peacetime. And so during this time, during on that day, barriers were broken and women were acknowledged as essential to the war efforts. And going forward, women have enjoyed being able to serve in the military right along with our brethren.
So let's go back a little bit. So what programs, I know you touched on this a little bit, but what programs are available through the Center for Women Veterans?
Yeah, so there's quite a few different programs, but maybe the main area that I'd like to make sure that folks know is
now
that the center actually not only has programs, but also coordinates and monitors.
You're getting that echo?
Whatever, all of a sudden it just started again.
It's weird, but
as soon as that woman in the white t-shirt came on, then the echo started.
She is insanely loud, KY. I mean, it's like she has the mic actually implanted.
That's because one of those two has both two tabs open.
That's possible, or she has swallowed the mic because I'm like, oh, god damn. But anyway, I
agree with you, bud. She swallowed the mic.
Swallowed the mic. I'm thinking the one in the white t-shirt swallowed the mic.
Yeah, that is a marvelous.
So in the YouTube, I did put the Vets for Freedom YouTube channel for you guys.
Okay.
Shared it with there so I know Belle can get it quick too. So, but like I said, these are, I mean, they're mixed veterans. I mean, they're not all. I mean, a lot of the guys that I know that were there, that helped form the Veterans for Freedom, are guys that I met on the Hill. You know, like that's majority what they are. And actually, in all honesty, there are their standing colonel on their website is Brian Pickford. I'm going to say his last name wrong. Pickfordin. He is the last surviving member of politicians that signed our Charter of Rights and Freedoms. He is an honorary colonel in their organization.
Yeah, thank you, Chad. Like I said, we are building, and that's the other reason we want our community page. We intend to put these links and stuff up for you to use,
as a resource.
Right.
The more resources you have, the better off you will be.
Right, and like that's what we really are into. That's why we're so excited about having, being a part of Hard Luck Survival. Oh, and by the way, the farm he sold was not the one that has the cows on it, so the jerky is still probably going to be available on the second. Yeah.
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga, yeah. Yeah, I was over there earlier today when he was live.
He had quite a show. I stayed on it for a while. I really missed the beginning, which ticked me off because that's when Eric does his the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah. Yeah, I came in the middle too. Because actually, when I was downtown at the thing, one of the vets was there and he was kind of flipping through his YouTube with it. He was using his data. And he goes, oh, he says, because a mutual friend of ours is live. And I went, who's that? He goes, he says, Kodo. I said, oh, well, Kodo's live. Okay. So when I got home, I was talking with Kodo for a bit because he's just got where he's at. He's streaming again. So, but he's one of the other civilians that went up to the Hill and supported and fought for our freedoms on the Hill. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the other thing. We have these resources up, and we're going to be going on V for Vets more because this is not only is it Women's Veteran Recognition Day, but they've been talking more about the suicide rates going up. I will have the months that I don't. This blows my ever loving fucking mind. Maybe you can explain, KY. Why are there certain months that get more vets to commit suicide than others? Is it like because of the seasonal? Like it's colder?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one.
So I'm going to find out what those months are, and we're going to do the same thing like we're putting out the pants. We're going to bring it up and bring it up and bring it up. Because a large majority of the vets kill themselves from isolation, which means
Now that's a major cause that I do know.
Right. So we want to get people to walk up and talk to them. That is one of the biggest ways to stop the isolation. Go befriend a vet in your neighborhood that's homeless. You know, you don't necessarily have to give him money or bring him food, but talk to him. You know, a vet that lives in your apartment, talk to him. If you can. I mean, that's just it's talking to them, for Christ's sakes.
If they seem to be isolated, if they seem to be by themselves,
right. Okay,
withdrawn.
Right.
It's starting by saying hi as you walk by or when you see them, and that's all it takes.
Small talk.
Yeah.
How's the weather going? Hey, do you know what this is? I mean, just anything. This is asinine. Yeah. Don't get in your car with your fucking support the troops sticker on the shit with a flag hanging off the fucking back and do absolutely nothing to honor that promise. And you should be embarrassed about this part. V for Vets does it. All of us, KY Packer, all of us do it. It's not hard. I see a vet, I say hello, I thank him for his service, and then I'm okay. I understand. I'm a little bit more easy to talk to complete strangers, but come on now. You know, if a guy has I guarantee if he's walking around with a World War II jacket and hat on, he'll talk.
He wants people to know, otherwise he wouldn't be wearing it.
Well, even our current vets, guys that have just gotten done in their tours in Afghanistan or like any war, any of our wars or peacekeeping missions or anything like that. Because I mean, here in Canada, we're mainly known as peacekeepers.
Right.
So and I mean, like I say, I read for myself. I mean, like these vets for freedom. All these gentlemen that were there. Well, the minute I walked down, they all were like coming up and giving me hugs. Because the fact was that they remembered me from being on the Hill, and they remembered me stopping at the War Memorial every day and paying my respects.
Well, I would hug you, so I don't think it has any.
I'd hug you back, bud.
Now, guys, some more serious note. Grandma's in the hospital, just like me, but his is actually worse. If you know Graham, why don't you text him? I hope you're feeling better, or I'm sure he would like to hear from people. If not, just simply give him a prayer so he gets better. We're all concerned about him. Apparently, he's in a hospital that knows my hospital for the shitness they do. Yeah, KY. On right now, it's going on.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
2 hours and 35. 2 hours and 2.5 hours.
Yep, I'm starting to feel it, brother.
I can tell you're going to strain your voice, and then in the morning you're not going to be able to do your show. So you don't want to stretch it out.
No, right. I don't. I do spend a lot more time now, but you're right about doing the V for Vet stuff. If you guys can contribute. Do it for $5. We'd appreciate it. And remember, it's for V for Vets. It's not. But right there is your PayPal thing for V for Vets. If you have a check, contact me via email so I can give you KY's until he gives me authorization to. I'd rather have you just get me by email and I'll give you the address on where to send.
It's simple. If you want to donate and you want to use a check, send a picture of the front and the back of the check to me directly at KY4Vets at att.net. and I will deposit it directly into the V for Vets bank account. And I will inform you when I do that by sending you an email back.
Right, KI is the secretary or treasurer. Sorry. Well, right now he's everything but God. I mean, he's a CEO, the vice president, and the treasurer.
The president, vice president, and the treasurer. So, except for secretary.
You're wearing a lot of hats these days.
I wear
a lot of hats.
That's why I was so busy all night. But I was wearing all those hats, and that's a lot of lap dances.
Yeah, not only were you wearing your damn hats, but you had a Kringle shoved up your ass.
Yeah.
Well, I debated it when I went up. I said, I got to wear a hat when I'm up there because it was going to be sunny and I wanted to make sure my head was protected. So I said, well, I'm gonna wear my freedom hat.
Nice.
There you go.
That's the hat I wore up there today. Well, I mean, on the hill, I was known as Red Hat Guy.
Why does that seem suspicious? What am I missing with that? I've been texting with Graham that out of nowhere we aren't talking about Bud. Yeah. What the fuck? So my ears are burning, dude. Can you feel it? What the heck?
Maybe Graham's talking about you with the people in the hospital.
That's a good one. Protect himself. But like I said, people give my brother some prayer and love. Call him, text him. You don't need to necessarily bother him in his hospital room. He's got incompetent fuckers over there as well, but it is what it is. That's the way it works.
Seems to be a bunch of that going around, doesn't there?
Yep, especially in fucking California. Anyway, so I actually have to dude, I'm worried, Kay. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I knew something was fucked up. They give me an extra blood test. They take a urine sample, and now they want to do X-rays.
Well, they can charge extra for all that. That's why.
I know, but I don't.
The more testing they do, the more they can charge your insurance.
Yeah. But I will lose it if it's because the infection spread because those fucknuts knocked me off the goddamn antibiotics.
They took you off antibiotics of their own volition, not the doctor's orders like they told you.
Right, and then these idiots, I've been telling them every fucking day that this PICC line bandaging is often wet. I mean, I was told that's very dangerous and I have to change it within 30 minutes. That's what I was told. I think you confirmed that, and yet this has been going for fucking 5-6 days. So if I have any infection, dude, I swear to you, KY, I won't have to worry about doing any. Yeah, you damn right you smell it. There would be no fucking. I mean, I won't have to worry about rent for years.
Forget what The Rock is cooking. Can you, if there's a lawsuit in the action in the press, can you smell what the Bud is cooking?
Fantastic.
On a later note, I actually read here recently, somebody had said something to me. Did you hear that Dwayne Johnson's actually planning on running for president of the United States in 2024? I went, oh, I said, no, that's just because of his show. Because in his show, The Young Rock, he actually is running for president of the United States in the current timeline of the show. Right, when they're for filming purposes. Anyway, I googled and looked it up. He actually announced he is considering it.
That's to promote the show, I'm sure.
Oh, it could be, but you know what? If he did,
you know how they need to grab stuff and they, sensationalize stuff.
Oh, I know, I know.
Probably what all that is.
Yeah, well, this was a more recent post, in this year, literally was near the beginning of this month. He actually said he's considering it. Okay. I don't. Hey, you know what? There's been plenty of actors and others that have gone on. I mean,
Ronald Reagan was an actor. It was,
yeah.
Hello.
Well, I'll say it this way: you guys could not choose a better president of the United States than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And I'm not just saying that because
Couldn't be any worse than the fool. we
No,
have
it
now.
can't be any worse than any of them
Hey,
recently. Come on now.
He was born. He is a born American.
Yes.
Okay, but he is half Samoan and half Canadian. His father was from Canada. In fact, his father is actually from Amherst, Nova Scotia. So, haven't got they haven't named a street after him yet, but they actually are talking about it here, naming a street after his father.
Yeah, well-written Boulevard.
Oh, Rocky Soulman Johnson Boulevard.
There you go, dude. I really ain't into naming roads or anything else after any fucking body because usually they turn out to be complete dickheaded douchebags and we're stuck with their fucking road. I'll see it when I believe it, dude. I mean, he
Same
does
here.
seem like he's better, whatever, but, you know, I definitely don't like KY was saying. It really doesn't fucking matter at this point. It can't be any worse. It's already been in there, and I mean, it's just wow.
I think you do better. I think you do better than what's been in there. What's in there now?
Yeah, you can't do any worse.
Actually, no, there's no way.
Well, we know one thing: there would never be an escalation or a war between us and you guys because he wouldn't want to. He wouldn't want to potentially kill family members.
Well, I like it when His Highness said he's come out of plane and a reporter said to him, "What do you think we should do about Putin? We need to remove him from his evil regime or whatever." And then he's like the same day later in another interview. So you're advocating taking Putin out of power? No, I would never do that. So 4 hours he can't remember what the fuck he said.
Yeah.
But bam.
Well, that's because he got a large deposit in his re-election campaign.
yeah. God damn, that's a good one. I had to figure that one out. Well, yeah, whatever, dude. I don't care what he does anymore. I really don't say why I didn't give a shit about any of them. They just
It took a while for that load of Bitcoin to get deposited.
Well,
oh my God. I got this.
At least I can say one thing. At least your guys doesn't pretend to be things he's not.
Right.
Or the at least your vice president. You know, her voice doesn't sound like chalk. You know, somebody ran their fingers down a chalkboard. I'm not kidding you. The woman that is our deputy prime minister. Her voice, whenever she gets up and starts speaking, her first words out of her mouth is always, "Mr. Speaker," and it sounds like somebody running their fingers down a chalkboard.
Look, look, dude, I did that thing you said, KY, until I realized I didn't have access to my driver's license or a way to publish it, right? I would have to load Discord up, and then from Discord I could load it into Messenger. So I'm sitting there and I text her, "Well, I'm in the hospital and can't walk. I cannot literally get out of bed. How much time you need? A few minutes?"
Yeah.
No, you don't do it. And this goes on and on and on, and then she texts me. She's harassing me, and now she's typing, "Hello, hello. I'm in the hospital. I can't get up and walk."
And the information you're asking for is not with me. It's at home.
Said no. Actually, it's in Meridian's like, no, it's actually in the red bag, which I can't get to. But there's no way for me. I'd have to load Discovery onto my phone.
Yeah,
I could do that, but she pissed me off. I'm like,
yeah,
so I'll do it at my own pace. Whatever, but like I've given it to other people because it's usable in Canada, the UK. It's not just America.
So Jackie was doing the same thing, and she said, "Well, KY, they want my driver's license.
Yep.
They'd have all my information." I said, "Jackie, Your husband stopped paying the mortgage. Your house is in foreclosure for 2 years now because
But
of the
also,
court.
also
I said, what are they going to take from you? Are they going to use it and create a fake ID and steal your home from you? They can't do that. What
well,
you know?
the other thing is I have an expired Ohio's license. I don't know if that matters.
It's
Probably.
not if it's not valid, it's not expired. They may not take it.
They may not take it because it's a government thing. But Enridian brought up to me, says, "Yeah, I keep telling you to get that fixed." I'm like, "Yeah, Tonto, you got about $250, $300 to go get me my license."
Doesn't
We
take
don't
that
even
much
money
life.
in California. It does.
Oh,
If you don't have an existing California license and you're coming out of state, they charge you out the ying. And I'll check again. But the bottom line is we don't have a nickel to our fucking name. I'm like, where do you think we're gonna come up with the money for the fucking driver's license? I'm just like a realist. I right now don't need a license. I don't know what the fuck why they're gonna penalize me. What am I supposed to do with the license? What? Try it? Yeah, I can try. But
pedal your Fred Flintstone mobile, you know.
there you go. There you go. Wait, I don't think you need a fucking driver's license to use a Flintstone car. But bam, fucking. Oh shit! I'm
And I,
like,
you know, one of
you
the
did hear
I
that woman
also,
ask me if I wanted some coffee, right? And I said yes.
the
Why ask me if I want? Go ahead.
the gentleman that I gave you guys the email for from Veterans for Freedom, Edward Cornell. He doesn't have a problem. His name's up there. His name's all over the YouTube channel as well. I was just talking to him though. He said one of the things he said to me, and it really, really stuck with me because he said, you know, he says he said, you know, like he asked me, he says, have you put your footage out yet? And I said, no, I'm just still getting through, just starting to finish getting through it. And then I've got a whole bunch of flash drives. He says, Chad, take your time. Don't rush yourself because he says, as you said, you have good memories and bad memories from that experience, and that can trigger you in your post traumatic stress that you had or have from the Hill.
Alrighty.
So you know, words of the wise from a veteran and a man who has experienced many things, more than I can ever dream of experiencing.
Well, KY was in there for a good 28 years. I'm
Yeah, I know.
sure he's got enough experience.
Oh, I know, but I'm just passing that along. That you know, that
everyone processes it differently, bud. That's
true.
The
Yeah.
important
Now-
thing to remember is
Go ahead.
I don't have problem processing that
I have
because
just
my father had PTSD from World War II, and I learned as a youngster how to deal with it because
I see. I understand what you're saying. I've always
he
been.
woke up and grabbed
yeah.
my oldest brother by the throat one time, and my mom was screaming at him, you know, and it wasn't a Jap. He was not. It's not a Jap. It's not a Jap, Lawrence. Not a Jap. You know, and because my brother walked up and he needed a quarter for something in school, and he shook my dad by the arm. My dad just woke up and grabbed him by the throat, was starting to strangle him, you know, because my mom was always told us, do not walk up to your dad if he's sleeping and wake him up. Do not ever do that. It's important because your dad was in the military and had bad experiences in the Philippines. So don't ever do, if he's sleeping after work, he falls asleep watching TV, do not wake him up. Do not disturb him. If anything, she said, stand back 5 feet and say, Dad, a couple of times to see if he wakes up. If not, stop and come back later.
Well, that's exactly what happened with how dumb I am, KY. When I ran up to that vet the first time we went out to feed and he pulled the knife, if it wasn't for Ice jerking me back, I would have been stabbed. So, yeah, you don't want to do that to a vet. You don't want to do it to any vet, whether they're homeless
they
or
got
not.
PTSD, you're going to be in a world of
and they are
Yeah.
trained to kill you.
Oh yeah.
I don't tend to fuck with people that actually went and learned how to kill you. And are, you know. Anyway.
When I was at first in the military, we had a lot of Vietnam vets in the units. And the first thing they told us is, you do not, when you're on duty and you have to wake up another soldier in the bunk. Do not go grab them by the arm and shake them and wake them up. They can kill you. And
Yep.
they're excused. Their actions are excused for the first 7 or 10 seconds. I don't remember what it was, the 10-second rule. Their actions are excused for the first 10 seconds they wake up. They can kill you. That's okay, because if they have PTSD.
That might work in the military, but if a vet kills anyone outside the military, there's no 7-cent rule, unfortunately.
But this was 1975. Okay.
Shit. Okay.
Okay. That because people were fresh out of Vietnam coming back, and it just ended the year before, but
True.
So they were literally fresh out of Vietnam, and if you woke them up, they didn't have all the resources and the things they have for veterans now with resources to talk to. They were just learning about and experiencing it and working with it back then. So yeah, the Army developed a 7-second or 10-second rule. I don't remember.
10-second rule.
10-second rule.
Yeah, it's the same here in Canada.
Oh God.
And if you, they said, if anything, we had a baton that we took when we had staff duty, NCO, or staff duty runner. Your runner had a baton, and you tapped the guy in the boot with the baton. You stood back at arm's length, and you tapped their boot, their foot with the baton, so you were out of reach. That's the way you woke them up. So
all right. Well, we there's a chance, another chance.
Almost 3 hours, bud. So
I know that's why I'm wrapping it up. We have a chance of meeting the co-founder of
Wounded Warriors.
That's just really I'm hope this works out.
Awesome.
So look for that. I know, isn't it?
It is.
Look forward to that. Shit, now I can't remember. All I know is I'm getting to that point. We'll go for another 6 minutes, so it's a full 3 hours, and then I'll, I don't know if KY will be up or not because you didn't bother to stop by, and you were up till 10 your time, which would be 7 mine. I would have been on for an hour. Effectively, by the way, guys, Chad is my co-host.
Always a sidekick.
True. We have a lot of mornings are very slow, so if you do come, you can just chill out and have your coffee, drive your car. I get up when I'm, because they wake me the fuck up. They're constantly waking me up, dude. And tomorrow
can they harass you?
Exactly. Tomorrow they may be bringing another roommate. If they bring another bill in, that will be 2 because I've already had 2 bills in a row.
You'll have to write a song. These are the bills I know.
Yeah.
These are the bills I know.
3 little bills
on the wall. 3 little bills on the wall. Go to the ER. 2 little bills on the wall.
Exactly. Abuse and shoot them down. Send them into town.
I know. Bell gets the reference I made. Being a Canuck.
Well, look, we don't hold it against Bell for being Canadian, do we, KY? Never, not once.
Just a little bit.
We only talk behind your back, Chad.
Hey! Don't forget, our footballs are bigger than yours.
You go for it. You play with your balls.
But I will also say this: we're the only country that can actually lay claim to something to successfully attacking the American White House.
That's amazing. But yes, you did do that, and of course, really don't give a shit. That was the excuse they needed to repaint it.
Well, exactly. Exactly. We helped you guys out. That's what we
did. Well, because remember
what he doesn't advertise is that they were paid to do that.
True, they were. And do remember though,
Yeah,
The
but
only
it was only a handful of shillings and some supplies from Britain.
it's a
So
beer. Let's get real. You wanted some of your
And a couple of
molasses
cases of tea.
syrup,
yes,
dude.
yeah. Well, we had all the syrup already.
No, you wanted more. But the thing was, dude, that the next major improvement was when Nixon was forced to add the air conditioning system in. That was fucking hilarious. Anyway, we're basically done. Everyone, like I said, Bell always is a great mod. I don't know who's left in here. Racehorse, good to see you.
There's only 2 people left, so not
Yeah,
many.
so Chad, anything you'd like to say before butt out?
I'll always say, if you see a vet, tell them thank you for their service. Show them the respect that they deserve. I mean, they fought for our freedoms.
And you know what else? If that
And keep
person
those
does,
cameras safe for rolling.
there you go. That person does come on our show. One of the questions I'm going to ask them is, why does your commercial say don't thank the vet, give us money? I'm just saying you should change that part. KY, my brother, any final outs? KY out.
Stay
KY.
safe. Be well. Until next time, KY out.
All right. Take care. Like I said, I'm looking forward to you. Come to my morning show. Butt out. Oh, okay.